All right, YouTube, we're down a couple of players tonight. This is Mr. Mean.
I'll just make it work off my phone.
We
I don't.
We got one player sick and
right.
another player had an obligation they had to take care of. So it's just going to be the three of us, and they're going to be NPCing the other two players.
Yeah, I just can't.
Bobby is going to play Kale's Ranger, and Ben is going to play the Mage. So hopefully everything will go okay and nobody dies. Who knows? We'll see. Other than that, thanks for watching, and we're going to get into it in just a second here.
This is a level 3 version of him also.
Right, but it's not.
Yeah, he's got.
It's not set up right
on his phone and what's happening.
I could print this to PDF. Bluetooth. Have this sitting.
That's all right. I'm good.
Okay.
Because that one's not set up right. We changed things. And I think I changed him on his phone because he has the app on his phone. And I just don't remember how.
Yeah, he has that app that Bobby has.
There was
because he's on an Android.
That was before we set it up so he could use the weapon he's using, and I don't even looking at a sheet. It's hard to. So.
Tell what's going on.
So thanks for everybody making it tonight. Appreciate you coming out. This is broadcast session number 4. We've already got 3 of these up already. So kudos to everybody. Jobs well done. Here's everybody's tunes. Let you guys deal with them.
No thanks. I don't need one tonight.
I don't know who that one is.
Oh, that's the Mage.
This is me.
This is the Mage.
This is the bad. That's not him.
That's an NPC.
Where's the?
That was an NPC that he destroyed last week.
Keep talking shit, Bobby. Keep talking shit.
It
will come back.
Destroyed is maybe a.
Yeah, it will come back to bite you in the ass sooner or later.
The assassin has just snuck into our crew and is now part of our team.
Yeah, sure, wizard. You look trustworthy. Join our party.
For this pointy hat.
You know,
we
the Mage.
We only brought him in so he would take the brunt of the damage.
Oh, so that's how you guys roll. That's why I'm here. Right?
Well, no, the mage, because they always go after the mage.
Yeah, they always keep the Mage, man.
Well, he doesn't.
It's not that we like you; it's that we need you.
Yeah. He doesn't. Did you need this?
Did he just send you the...
I can print mine.
Hey,
no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. You can use it. He doesn't have level 3 spells on here.
Is there anything electronic in there or what? It doesn't get super hot. It's radiant.
That's
heat.
All I want to do.
I don't think it'll
Let's just go.
I mean, if it's
Equip
spontaneous,
that,
You mean like
that's
if
on
It's
you.
all good, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, keep yourself away from there, especially me.
It's like when my buddy brought his parakeet over to my house when I had my 6-foot iguana, and I said, dude, this is Elvis's house. He's like, oh, he's a bird. He cannot fly. Elvis can't fly. I was like, okay, dude. His bird flew, hit the window, was stunned. Elvis was on him like stink on shit. Ate his parakeet. He had that parakeet for 3 years. I was like, well, dude, I told you. Not to be a jerk, but I told you. Not my fault you didn't pay attention.
Room I got today.
I know, right?
It feels so nice.
That's why I want a house with a basement, because one of the things I want to do is build a table down in the basement.
Yeah.
That everybody can sit around, like an oval table, not necessarily round, or maybe flat on one end and then circular going out. And then that way I can sit like this, and then you guys can all sit around. Probably looking at a house in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I don't want to be here anymore. I'm just tired of my douchebag neighbors.
Yeah.
So
what if they're watching your cast?
I don't give a shit if they're watching my cast. That's their problem, not mine.
It's okay that I parked in one of the spots, right?
You're not parked.
No, we're not.
Look, I got to take it from Bobby all day. I don't expect it from you.
Yeah, right. I got to give it to you here, watching.
That's true. You can't do it at work. That's harassment.
I was going to ask you, what is the largest game that you have hosted? Like most.
I've
had
players? 22 players in one game.
That's insane.
It was One
No.
combat took 3 hours.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you get more people, combat sucks.
But it was at a convention.
Yeah.
And I was running Savage Worlds, which is a very slim game system that runs really fast. But even with 22 players, it took. And I had 3 tables. And they were split up between. So I had to run from table to table. But it was a blast. I mean, we had so much fun.
must have been
Yeah, it
incredible.
was so much fun.
The more people
I love
you get,
con
the
games. And
worse
you'll see when
combat
I
is.
put in vacation time, it's usually for me and the wife to go to the cities, and I'll take them out to go do something fun, and then I spend a day or 2 days at the convention, and then I come back.
Gotcha.
So that's how I like to spend my vacation time. So I don't take like a week off at a time.
That's a spell, actually.
Usually, although I think we're planning. Her parents just had their 51st wedding anniversary, so we're trying to meet them in Branson. So I may take a week off.
If you need to grab this anytime too.
No, I just
I
picked
don't
2
need
spells that I think would be good.
Okay.
So we are broadcasting. Everything is live. I don't see any notes on there.
I got the notification.
We got the notification. We are live. Large and in charge. My name's Marge. So that's kind of scary. I apologize.
Should we all be shouting like subscribe and
So let's get some housekeeping out of the way before we actually start the game. As always, like and subscribe. Hit that little bell to be dinged when I dong. You'll be notified. We'll put maybe a couple of notes down in the doobly-doos, but I really haven't been doing much. This is Pathfinder 2nd Edition. This is our 4th streamed adventure, but I don't know. It's probably our 6th or 7th actual play session with this group. Like I said, like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. If you want to donate, I'm on ZellyPay, jpolak@gmail.com. If you're in the United States, if you're in Europe or overseas, then you can use PayPal Pay Me. There's links on the YouTube channel, so anything you can submit or donate goes back into the channel. I thank you very much. And with that, we're going to get started, unless anybody has any questions.
All right, well, this seems to suck. I got a different one.
And if you hear a baby crying in the background, that's my son very unhappy that he had to go to bed. Nothing I can do about that one. Sorry. I can actually close this. Once the noise factor goes down a little bit, he'll calm down.
I don't think
Bobby,
I have.
just remember if you go out, go to your right, not your left, because of the cable. Hopefully everybody can hear okay. So anybody,
it's our safety moment.
we had our safety moment. Please go right instead of left. Feel free to post in the notes there. I can see the stream if you can't hear us or it's not quite loud enough, and we'll try to adjust as accordingly. So when last we left off, you guys had just pretty much got your asses handed to you. Yeah.
A couple of us didn't.
Jakal and Larceny were actually relaxing at the Broken Leaf. I think Lars was reading a book. He's probably, well, he's got to get some rest. But these guys came back pretty banged
Yeah, we
up.
went over there.
Right. You went back over to the merchant's house, right?
Hey, can I get one more of these?
He's gonna play.
Oh yeah.
Can I get one more?
No. It was a nice try though. A for effort.
Yeah.
Can I get the 4 I had yet last week back?
Let me think about that. No. Let's just put some little.
No, that's right. Let's try that.
I'm hoping.
And we had made it back to the Broken Leaf, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you had done some healing overnight.
So you can hear the ambient music in the background.
And we fixed everything that was broken.
Yes.
Yeah. For Jakal to do the crafting check, you don't have to make a roll, but it takes 1 day and half the price
That's to make something, not to repair.
to transfer it. He wants to transfer his rune off of.
Transferring runes doesn't. That's crafting. Where transferring runes is just transferring runes.
Right, but it takes time and effort and money to transfer the rune. Yes, I read the rules. I just read them
I'm
right
not
before you.
transferring a rune. I'm getting a new one.
You're going to leave the rune on your crossbow and you're getting a new one
Another
on?
one for
Okay. Well, it takes 4 days to create a rune.
for him.
I already have the runes.
No, you have the schematics.
No,
You
I
bought
went
the
and bought
runes.
runes.
Yeah.
Just to put them on
I
weapons.
thought you bought the patterns.
No, I bought runes.
Okay. I don't remember that. I remember you buying patterns.
That was a while ago. But
It was
no,
2 sessions ago. But that's okay.
Last session, well, no, 2 sessions ago when we got the platinum chips, the 30
Yeah.
whatever, and he went out shopping.
Mm-hmm.
He was buying the actual runes.
Okay.
He was just going to put them on himself and not have the blacksmith do it.
Right. Well, and the blacksmith probably has a couple set up. So yeah, that's fine. So you've got the runes.
From what I understand.
Yeah. The process of creating them and putting them on takes 4 days.
creating them takes time.
Right. And then transferring them takes a day and half the cost of the room to be paid
6.
in materials that you transfer. But you guys aren't transferring anything, so it all works out. My buddy made that on his engraving machine.
Wow. That's lovely.
Isn't that pretty cool?
So is it morning?
Yeah, it's the next morning.
Okay.
So it functions as a handy dandy coaster.
There you go.
I am gonna make sure I go do my prayers.
Right.
I'm gonna do some prayers as well, and then I want to run over and see the blacksmith quick. Talk to him about some full plate armor.
And you, what's Jakal and Larceny doing? I assume
Hanging out.
Eton is at your hip, basically. Just hanging out?
Yeah,
Chilling.
having breakfast and whatnot.
All right. So,
I mean, well, he, did his thing, prepared his spells. I gotta figure out what his 2nd, 3rd level spell is because he doesn't have it written down. So I was gonna do haste, but haste sucks. So I'll just pick another one real fast. It'll take a second. I just gotta look at the list. But I'm
yeah, because we're going to go to these 2. So where are you going? You're going to the temple, or you're doing your morning prayer?
Yes, that's all. That's all I'm doing. So I'm still.
So that takes an hour, and you've got your preps, your spells prepped.
Yep.
You know which ones you have.
And I need. Can I take some gold or whatever out of the
Party treasure.
bag to get some full plate armor? I think it was 30 gold pieces was the sale price of that stuff.
Sure.
And that seems awful light for full plate.
I know it does.
Just
30
looked it up.
platinum pieces.
Oh no, it says gold.
And double check, just make sure. It does seem.
That's
Thought it was
because
a little bit more
the
accurate.
magic.
Whatever it is, it
magic
doesn't matter.
item
But
that, or the magic items that
Oh,
you
the
don't give
price
us.
goes through
Yeah,
the
that
frickin'
you don't
roof.
give us. That's why the regular stuff is cheap.
Full plate. All right.
It's enhancing and upgrading is what's going to cost us later
Oh,
on.
Like I think a level 5 rune or something like that was like
And I still have 5 in my
1,058 gold.
5 in my
That's just
pocket,
for
so-
the rune.
Yeah.
That's not including the time it takes to craft it and put it. That's just the monetary cost. And
if you have the time, you can craft anything for half the cost.
I don't have
If-
to.
No, I mean
But
I can't.
in general,
In general, at crafting,
well, you have to have the
if you
tools,
have the
too.
time. Well, I
a
have.
crafter's kit. You
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
a crafter's kit. You
Yeah, I
can
have.
get one.
Yeah. The initial cost is half, and if you have the time to just keep spending weeks on one item, you can not spend any more than that.
Yeah.
If you don't have the time, you can spend a week and pay full price, but
Yeah.
you can make it instead of having to go buy one. Like if you can't find one, you can pay full price and make one in a week.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that you still have to pay full price if you're crafting, but
Well, I guess they're assuming the time that you're losing wages from not working, eating, and all
Right.
that other stuff. So, I mean, it's a simulation.
and also and then you're
simulation
making anything you
systems.
want in a week.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you have the patterns and all that.
Right.
But
And you still have to, don't you still have to make a crafting check?
just one.
Right.
If you pay the first one after a week, the half cost one. You don't have to make a full. If you pay the other half, from what I remember reading, I haven't looked at it since a while ago, but
Everybody on the.
You make the
I
first.
got everybody.
You make the first one, and then as long as that succeeds, then you can just pay the other half and
Chupa.
be done.
Hey, Chupa, glad to see you in the chat there, buddy. What? There's a delay, Bobby.
oh, that's what I was wondering. What's going on with that?
Oh, technology's great. Yeah, there's a couple minute delay.
I thought I was just there was another camera.
No,
somewhere.
hey, I did the same thing when I first started. I was like, what's going on? What is it broken? And then I started reading. They're like, idiot, there's a delay. It's got to have time to go up to the internet and come back.
Up to the tubes. Yeah. Through the tubes.
Anyway, all right. So you're praying, doing all your your Baka Baka Boo to Pharasma, and you're setting your spells for the day.
And Eton is setting getting attuned to his quiver.
Right. So, and that doesn't require a roll. He just has to spend an hour.
Yeah, he's gonna have to spend time.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but once he does that, again, 1 arrow in the quiver is all he needs.
Yep.
I mean, I think you guys got some extra arrows in the bag of holding, or if not, you'll put them in the bag of holding.
Oh, I mean, it's the arrow. He still carries.
Yeah, he's still got like
with
20.
him.
He's got 20-something arrows. He's lost a few in the course of adventure, but I think he's been able to replace some.
Yeah, he has a negative on here, so.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter now.
Right. Well, he has to have at least one at the start of the
we're going
day.
a couple
It
of
doesn't
days.
magically appear. It only magically appears after you put one in and you do the ritual.
Yep.
For you make it over to the southwest end of the Merchants Guild, where all the smithies and the iron workers and the crafters are.
Mm-hmm.
And of course you see this open, almost like a gazebo. It's pretty decent size, and you see a young elf boy just working the shit out of his bellows, and he's sweating, and he's got some band braces on. He's got no shirt, just a leather tunic. He's kind of scarred up, and some burnt smudges. His hair's pulled back. It's a little frizzy. He's got soot on his face, and he's just pumping this bellow. And you can hear Gund, and he's like, "Yar lad, pump harder, clang, clang." And you keep hearing this banging. And there's people going by. There's goblins or not goblins, halflings and gnolls and stuff running by. You see a goblin here and there. Goblins are real popular as messengers because they're fast. And so they're running around with, you'll see they have like a little white flag, like a little flag, and it'll have somebody's name on it, and they're running because, they're only 2.5 feet tall. So they hold a stick up with somebody's name written in common that they have a message for that person, and they're running. You see that going to and fro, hawkers, clamoring their wares and so on and so forth. And you see Gunn there, his beard, that flaming red hair is out. His beard is splayed open. He's got a couple like grommets in his beard to kind of keep it somewhat tamed. It goes down to about his belly button. And he's not wearing a shirt nor an apron. He has a half-waist apron on. And then he's wearing some rough-hewn sandals. And he just, clang! He looks like he's beating on a chunk of metal. And you see sparks flying. And again, you see that weird thing where he sees you walking up, so he stops banging. He tells the kid to stop the bellows. And he sets the hammer down above the anvil, and you think it's going to fall and hit the anvil, but it falls, and then it just kind of whoop, 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 and it's like hovering there.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the runes kind of glow for a second on this hammer that he uses to beat out the metal, and it's like a dull silver, which if you had to make a guess, you'd think it's adamantium, or something like that, some sort of special metal.
Sure.
And he's like, "Arr, you be that dwarf. I remember you, the non-dwarf.
Yeah, that's the one.
What can I do ye for?"
I'm looking for some full plate armor.
Oh, see, not looking for much, I see.
I'd like some from you if you got some, or you can make me some.
Boy, take his measurements. And you see the elf kind of wipes his brow, and he pulls out a string, and you can see on the string there's some black marks, equivalent to about 12 inches. And he says, can you put your arms out, straight out? And he takes and he measures, and he pulls a pencil from behind his ear, and he writes down on some parchment, and then he measures your inseam and around your waist and your chest, and then he goes back and he does it all again. And you're kind of looking at him like, you just did it. And he's like, well, Gun says measure twice, cut once. So,
fair enough.
And I mean, obviously this elf looks like he's a teenager, but he's probably in his late 20s, early 30s as far as years alive, because elves don't age the same way humans do. But it's just awful odd that an elf would be working for a dwarf. But it's not unheard of. But it's just very disconcerting as a dwarf, because you've heard all the grudges and everything that the elves and the dwarves don't get along, but you've seen cases where they do. So, especially in Absalom, which is very diverse in its population, it's not you've seen elves sitting in carriages being carried by dwarves. So it goes both ways. Sure. But he's like, I've got all your measurements. What was your name again?
Digger.
Digger, yes, Mr. Digger. It's going to take about a week to get this set up, unless you want to pay for a rush job.
I'll wait the week.
Okay, it'll be Do you want any special enchantments or anything on this? Is there anything in particular you want, or you just want a base set of plate mail?
I just like a base set of plate mail.
Ah, okay. Well, like I said, today is Oath Day, so you can come back next Toil Day, which would be Tuesday. Today's Wednesday, so you can come back basically 6 days from now. Anytime after 12 bells.
Okay. I asked him. The last time I was here, I didn't see him working, so I mentioned that. Have you just started working here for Gun?
Oh no, I've been apprenticed to Master Gun for about 10 years now.
10 years.
And
he's a good master for you, a good boss.
He's a harsh taskmaster, but his talent is amazing.
Sure, I can do that.
Awesome.
And he's a fair master.
And I asked him what his name is.
His name is Goal.
Goal.
Goal. G-O-L.
Okay.
Oh shit, he got a notebook now. Uh-oh. He's keeping notes. This shit got real.
Well, I thank Goal for his time and say, if there's any way you can, I understand you guys have your schedules to keep. If you can have it done before Toil Day, I'd appreciate it. But yes,
gold makes that task go faster.
Yes, I'm sure it does.
So for an extra 20 gold, I can have it done by Sunday.
I'll wait the week.
Okay. Excellent. Says where can I send word that it's ready if it by chance does get done faster?
To the Broken Leaf.
The Broken Leaf. Okay. Master Leaf.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Very well. Thank you. And he goes back. You see, Gunn is paying you no attention. He's over there working at something, and the kid goes back to pumping that bellow. And as soon as the fires come up and you see the coals get red, he sticks a hunk of metal in there. I mean, you can feel the heat. You're halfway across the room, and he's just shoving his hand in there, and you're like, you can see like what little hair is left on his forearm. You can see some of it singeing. It doesn't seem to. Like one of his eyebrows catches it, he's just like, just puts it out, and he just keep, clang, clang, and he's like, pays you no mind, goes back to his work. So,
sure. Unless
you've got something else to do.
I head back towards the Broken Leaf.
All right. So it takes you a couple moments, but you get back to the Broken Leaf. Does Eton or Alphys, I couldn't think of your name. Does Eton or Alphys have anything they want to do? You guys are still kind of banged up. I mean, you may be healed from hit points, but you're still.
Yeah.
You don't have a point of fatigue or anything, but you're still tired. I mean, you guys got in a really rough tumble yesterday, and you've only had like a couple hours of sleep, so.
Ben, you bought runes for all of us, right?
Well, for you.
For me? Okay. I will say I'm debating, because if it's going on my... So I'm debating, going to throw it on my ceremonial dagger, but I don't know how long it's going to... If I go bring that to the blacksmith, how long is it going to take? Because that means I have to give it up.
No, you
It's a
don't.
list of all.
I told you I can do it.
Okay.
I can put it on there, and that doesn't take anything, because I'm taking it from a rune, so I'm just putting it on.
Yeah, so I'm just going to tell Call that when he has the time, I will...
Do you have a copy of this?
And I do need a day to transfer it to.
Yeah. I will loan him when he has the time.
What?
I will loan him my dagger, because it's my ceremonial dagger. So
we just do it, Root. I don't know how long it takes, but we can just do it. We don't have anything else right now.
Okay. Are you putting the runes
just
on
putting
the deck?
it on, not transferring, just putting it on.
I think it still takes roughly a day.
It doesn't talk about
I know. I'm going to say it takes a day.
Yeah, and we got to wait a week.
Do you have a copy? You and Kale have a copy of that?
Yes.
Let me go back into that section.
I thought I gave you guys copies of that, but wasting that toner at work.
I think it might take a day, and then but it doesn't cost
either
money.
way, I'm saying it takes a day, so we'll go with that. It doesn't cost you any gold because you've got the crafting skill, you've got the kit, the toolkit to do it, and Lord knows you've got all the skills. So
I think it still takes a day, but it doesn't take
any gold or
money.
Yeah, because you've already forked out the money for it.
Right, and I do need to spend a day and like 5 gold to transfer stuff.
Right.
Which is So I don't know if we have a day today. If
Yeah,
we-
well,
Yeah,
you guys
day to
tell
day.
me what you're
We're
doing.
not. We're just
Alright.
kind of resting up after that. Well,
Somebody's got to be looking for leads, but I don't have to be doing it. And I can start working on it.
Right.
And if something comes up, we'll just have to stop and I'll give you your dagger back.
I still got my my necklace too, so I'm still good with that.
And I remember when I, in the 3-5 game, I made a cleric. I just used my shield. Or my sword.
Digger, are you back?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's made it.
So so we all must be sitting together.
I guess I'm up in the room.
All right. Well, I kind of want to have a powwow, so I'm gonna grab. Hey,
So
Digger,
we'll just go up to the room and have power. It's probably better than.
let's go up
at the
to the room and kind of talk about what we're gonna do next. Sound good?
Sounds good.
So we're gonna head up.
It's unfortunate that your dagger's a holy symbol because it would be.
What's that?
So your dagger has no runes on it, right?
No.
So yeah, we needed to put 2 runes on it then. So that's 2
To
days.
put that.
I gotta put the +1 on there.
That's fine.
Then I have to,
Potency.
yeah. So I started.
Because
It's
we can put
unfortunate
the-
it's your holy symbol because I have another dagger here.
No,
with
no,
+1 that we
I
took.
have another one, but yes, yeah, it's my kukri
Right.
or whatever. So
Oh yeah,
kukri.
it's a kukri, not a dagger. That's
Yeah.
Which in your guys' hands is the equivalent of a short sword.
well, yeah, in our,
But-
yeah, in our hands.
Unfortunately, it still only does the damage of a dagger, D4.
Short sword is basically the same thing as dagger, except
Oh,
for
no,
there's
it
more
does a
damage. You
D6.
can't throw it.
For me, it does a D6.
Does it?
Yep.
Why is that?
It's a gnomish weapon.
Oh, that's right. You're a halfling.
Yeah, we're about. He's barely taller than I am.
I know, but he's still taller.
But I think I took like gnomish weapon familiarity.
Yeah, you-
Is your background or whatever? Yeah. Well, that's where I took the thing that makes it really hard to grapple me. Because
Right.
John likes to have enemies that hit you and then grapple you.
I know, shocker.
So
So
I
okay.
make it so he can't do that.
Right.
So I kind of want to talk, and so the last thing we did was at
Careful with
Martha's.
the tapping because the microphone picks it up.
Oh yeah, Martha's apartment or house, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we went there, and this all happened after we were at the Pathfinder's Guild. So I think what we need to do is head out there and get them updated on what just happened.
The Pathfinder Guild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I didn't click right away, but before you guys left there, remember that note that was left here? That had a different message than what we were given at the Pathfinder's Guild, so I don't know which one.
was the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the difference was. I just remember they're different.
And
One
we-
just like was like one. The Pathfinder's Guild said she was distraught. The letter we had at the end
Said
said
she-
she wanted to thank us.
Okay. So it almost sounds like the letter was the trap, but they could have both been the trap, but just different ways.
One or the other is a trap. We also should check on the interrogation of that thug. The one thug.
Oh yeah, we
did
gotta do that too. So
Yeah, 'cause you turned him over to the town
the
guard.
guards. So what do you guys want to do? Well,
That may tip us off to who they were paid by or who they were going to be paid by. It's
So,
probably the assassin.
it's
but-
only going to be 4 of us going because your call's doing some crafting.
Yeah, but just don't. You go with the guards.
Right, that's where
Probably
we're going. We're going to the guard. I'm hoping.
Let's just
Split
wait
the
till
party
he's done
one more
crafting.
time.
Well, we're only splitting by 1. He still has a wizard plate against us.
John walked into the office today. He's like, "Do you have a minute?" And I said, "I know. Don't split the party." He said, "No,
Before
it's
anything.
something else. It's something else."
Yeah.
Well, I told him, I'm like, yeah, we're going to start going to the bivvy together.
Yeah. 5 guys get up all at once and go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And the women are like, I thought we only did that.
And then as soon as we get comfortable, John's like, "Hand digger walks into the bathroom. Here we go. Let's get the board ready."
Yeah, you always get nervous when the GM lays down a map. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I just learned fireball twice, so I'm just gonna throw fireballs everywhere.
Oh, that's great. I appreciate it. In an
No,
enclosed space?
I got
that's even-
I got lightning bolt is the other one,
Oh, okay.
which is just a straight line.
But it arcs, right?
It's just a straight
Oh,
line.
it's not the greater.
Well, I didn't look into it, but it says it fires in a straight line, so I'm assuming it's a like 30-foot
I
line.
believe it goes, and then if it hits somebody, it can have a chance to arc off of anybody within a
Yeah.
certain amount.
If I
you
ever
don't have to
intend,
read the
if
spell.
I intend to use it, I'll read the spell.
Right. Well, you may need it, you may not.
I'm picking his spells right now.
You never know. All
right,
It could be
so-
a great
We'll see
session
that
of
for a
just
second,
very
those
heavy
spells.
role play.
All right, so we're going to go, I think we're going to head off
To where?
To the guards.
Okay.
To the station.
Everyone except Jakal.
Javal, I need you to make a perception test.
Initiative roll.
Yeah, initiative roll. Ooh, I'm sorry you didn't make it. You guys get back and find out your room has been ransacked. And
there's
the
more
rogue is nowhere to be seen. Well, actually, it's not true. There's parts of him. There's a part over there, a part over there.
Yeah, but there's
there.
like 10 bodies laying around.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt.
Those are the 10 people that couldn't hit him.
Right.
It only takes the one, though.
It only takes one good hit. Well, you know, when you fireball the room, even the rogue
yeah,
can't
everything's
get out of that.
scorched. Everything's scorched.
Yeah, everything's scorched.
I'm just glad I got my spells
What does
back.
it say there? Error?
YouTube is not receiving enough video
Oh, it's fine.
maintained smooth.
It's fine.
Oh, they're just going to be buffering.
And what is anybody saying there? Is anybody saying?
Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Have fun.
Oh, cool. Well, thanks, guys, for the comments. It's Chupa, somebody else.
What's other?
I can't read the names from here.
Oh, there's
Chupa.
Chupa, Iggy, and Miguel.
Oh, Miguel. Miguel is the gentleman who provided this awesome microphone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miguel. Again. And Iggy or Igor? Iggy. Thank you, Iggy, for watching. So, where are you going? Where did you say you were heading to? I know the rogue is staying at the Broken Leaf to work on your dagger.
Yep.
Okay, so you don't have your holy symbol with you.
He said he's got a
I have
necklace.
2.
Oh, you have your necklace.
Correct.
Right. But you don't have your dagger.
Because that's the one I usually use.
The necklace.
Yeah,
Right.
because I don't always have my weapon out.
Right. That's what she said. Anyway, I couldn't move this. All right, so you're heading to where now?
The guard post.
Okay.
The guard shack
Wherever the prisoner would be
to
held.
check on,
Yeah.
where the guard that took the prisoner from us. We're going to that station.
All right, so you see there's the guard station. It's not too far from where the Broken Leaf is. And you see there's a sergeant there. He's a little bit of a potbelly. There's 2 other younger, look like corporals or whatever, and they're standing there. Kind of look bored. There's a message board right there that says...
That was me.
No, it was me.
I was telling him. No, it was me.
Oh, it's me.
Well, he sent the message, but it was you dinging.
I apologize.
I was just telling Brad he could keep up by
Watching the channel, yeah, that's probably a good thing. No sleeping on the job, Brad. I don't care if you're dying or not.
Does that mean ding?
Don't ding, man.
I'm trying not to
There's no
ding.
dinging,
Well, somebody
man.
dinged. It wasn't me. I
So
have my
where are
phone
they-
vibrate always.
Where are they keeping?
I
This guy.
normally do.
He's going to be kept at the central headquarters, which is just outside. It's in between the merchants' quarter and the nobles' quarter.
Okay.
There's a big barracks there, and that's where the jails are, and so that's where he is. It's about a 30-minute walk from here, or you can take a carriage that would take you about 12 minutes.
No walk.
Yeah. So you get you make some walk. You see, and of course you go from, not that you guys
Are we gonna from the Broken Leaf to there? Are you gonna be walking through the nobles quarters?
You'll get right
or are
to
we
the
walking
edge of
through
it
the
because it's
merchants?
in between the merchants' quarter.
That's what I mean. Are we
Yeah.
walking through anything? Are we gonna be walking through the
Well, you'd
merchants?
be going
quarter?
through the main thoroughfare. Yeah, the merchants' quarter
Yep.
will be there, the
Okay.
bazaar and
Yep.
everything.
Okay.
So there's fruit vendors and people selling meat pies. There's not much rat in the meat pie today, which is probably pretty good. That's an old Warhammer joke if anybody catches that. There's not much rat in the meat pie. So it takes you like about a half an hour, and
Yep.
you get to the barracks or the guard station, which also encompasses the barracks. So you see behind it is a 2-story building, looks like a barracks, and then there's a larger facility right next to it with an ante room that kind of comes off, and you can see there's a front desk there when you go inside, and it's got the like saloon swing doors, like in an old western. Yeah. So you go in, but that's so because people can go in and out really quick, but provides some shelter from the wind and the weather. And you see a guy sitting at the desk, older guy, big long beard, real pudgy fingers, dressed in what looks like a lieutenant, symbols on his lapel. And he looks really bored. He's sitting there, he's got a quill and he's writing. And he looks up when you enter. Yeah, what can I do? Yeah.
We are coming to. Is Noravel in today?
Noravel, she's the captain of the Pathfinder.
Yeah.
She's not here.
Not bad.
I don't know if she's
It was a random patrol, man.
I know. I
Yeah.
thought I had the
Bob.
The other.
Everybody knows Bob. Bob, the random patrol guy.
Bob the Pen.
We are here to see the. We are here to see the prisoner that we captured and the guard took over. The guard.
Could you be a little more vague, lad? I got 30 guys in the drunk tank from last night's
He
bout
came-
of drinking.
Came from the Martha's, the merchants quarter.
Hey, hold on. Write something down, finish it. Pour some saltpeter over it, maybe flip 5 pages. Oh, in the warehouse district, yeah, Martha, mistress to Nathan. Ah, yes. That was you guys? Oh, that was some handy work there. You guys killed a lot of gnolls. You guys remember killing the gnolls?
Yes, we killed the gnolls. Yes.
He's kind of looking at you like for affirmation,
Yeah.
and you're all giving him blank, giving me that
Yes.
look right there, like, yeah, no, we killed the bad guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we killed the gnolls.
He's like, all right, and he reaches behind him and he pulls a rope, and you hear a bell in the distance somewhere, and you see a young human, probably 17, 18 years old, still got zits on his face, a little bit of a scruff on his chin. He comes running up and he's like, yes, sir. And he's like, take these to go see the prisoner in cell 27. Yes, sir. Oh, let me get. You go, oh, you guys got to leave your weapons here. And you see there's a closet with check-ins. There's slots and there's tags, wooden chits with numbers on them. So he's like, you put it in there and you take the chit when you come back.
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything? Okay. Yeah. You got to leave your shield too. I don't know if you had your shield.
He
with
doesn't.
you.
Does he? Thought you left it with the.
I got it all the time, but I ain't leaving nothing nowhere except for in this hallway, apparently.
What was he getting? Was the plate mail?
The plate mail, yeah, who's getting armor.
I still have my chainmail.
Gotcha.
They take your dagger, they
That's
take
good because
your
you're gonna be
hammer
taking
and
some
your shield, and
hits.
it's all left there. They give you number 23. That's what little alcove you put it in.
I better write that down.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's real now. You got Chit 23.
Okay.
Is
Oh, yeah.
Natan with you?
Natan's with me, so he would have.
His bow, his quiver,
Yeah.
his dagger, short sword.
Does he have to give the quiver?
Yes. It's a
Maybe
weapon. It holds
maybe
arrows.
we should leave one of us to kind of.
I think Natan's going to stay back.
Natan's going to stay there and just wait.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Right.
Holy shit.
You notice
I just- I
that
don't-
lieutenant looks a lot like that servant girl in
Yeah.
Martha's house.
girl.
All of a sudden, the door's like, dagger, dagger, dagger. Just turn your back. I just need you to turn your back. All right, so he takes you, leads you. You kind of you go to a door. He takes a key out. He's got a big ring of keys. He unlocks, chink, 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 and he goes, and you see it goes down underground. It starts getting cooler. It's a little bit darker, but there's he snaps his fingers and you see all these lanterns just light. There's some sort of enchantment on them. And you can hear now some groans and some griping and let us out, I'm innocent, all those kind of things. And then he goes to cell 26. What was it? What did they say?
27.
27. So he goes to cell 27. You can see there's a guy there, and he matches the resemblance of the ruffians that you fought. He's got a couple more bruises on him though.
Okay.
And then the kid looks at him and goes, he fell down the stairs twice. And the guys, and when he opens the gate, you see the guy kind of, one eye's literally swollen shut, and the other eye's looking, and he sees the uniform. He's like, no more. And then he's like, shut up. And he kind of kicks him a little bit. And then he turns around, he looks at you, and he's like, oh, sorry. Realizing that it's a cleric of Pharasma and a champion. He's like, maybe I shouldn't be a jerk. He goes, I'll just be right outside. You guys got 10
I'm going to tell him to
minutes.
wait. I'm going to say, hey, who was the head guard that brought him in last night?
I'd have to check the books. I don't know.
Okay. Do you know if he has been interrogated yet?
No, I think a couple of the boys kind of, got a little... He did resist, so they kind of took the fighting spirit out of him, so to speak.
Just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah, nobody's been here to see him as far as I know.
Okay.
And then you can see at that time you see a guy pushing a cart, and he's got plates not plates, but more like rough wooden bowls with like some, and he's got a big pot. And he's just, and it's like porridge, oatmeal, gruel. It doesn't look appetizing. It doesn't smell good, but you can see their hands through the thing, and they're like, when they get it, you can hear people eating, and he's like, excuse me, he's kind of fat. He's not wearing a shirt. He's got the hair growing off his shoulders. He's a furry guy. Got a dirty apron on. He looks at you and smiles. He's missing a couple teeth. Got one earring in. And he's like, feeding time for the prisoner. And he walks in and he gives the guy, and the guy's like, oh, I haven't eaten in 2 days. And his lips swollen. He starts eating. He's like, oh, and he's like, I ain't telling you nothing. I was paid to do a job. I did my job. It ain't easy out here in the streets. He's eating this gruel, and it's like you can see a roach crawl out of it, and run away.
Gotcha.
And it's good eats. I got nothing to say to you, cleric. He says it like almost with disdain dripping off of him.
Okay.
Your mother's a whore.
Well,
You go ahead.
I walk around Bobby and get up really close.
Oh, he shies back, and he's like trying to keep the food, and he's like shoveling it in his mouth. It's rolling down his little bit of a beard that he's got.
And I'm going to.
He's got abilities.
Oh, yeah, some intimidation.
I'm gonna coerce him.
Okay.
So let's see. I can bully a creature into doing what I want.
This be more intimidation.
So
you could try diplomacy, whichever one works.
You have intimidation?
Yeah, I'll do intimidation.
All right.
Hey,
That's
what we're here for.
Yeah, I have 8 bonus on intimidation.
Wizard
Plus
have any of
8?
that stuff?
So it's my intimidation against the target's will DC.
I have deception, but not very good.
Modified by any circumstances the GM determines.
Nice charisma based on
I'm gonna give you a +3 because he's talking a lot of bravado, but he's been pretty well beat up, and
That's great news.
Can you smell it?
Can you smell? Oh yeah, it's the smell of urine. And you can see there's a chamber pot. Probably hasn't been changed since the last prisoner. It doesn't smell good.
Okay.
But it is fresh hay on the floor. They do change the
You
hay.
gave me +3.
What?
What? Here, I'm using the pink one.
Oh, is that what you were saying? Oh, roll it in the box.
Okay. So that is 17.
17, and it's versus my willpower.
Yes.
My will save.
You're in a negative?
No, I don't get a negative. I just roll my straight willpower.
You just got a plus.
I
Right.
added the 3 bonus you
Oh.
gave me.
I rolled a natural 3.
Okay.
So let me tell you, I'm pretty sure you.
I'm glad you're still using that dice, by the way.
No, I'm using.
So let's see.
It's metal because it
Yeah.
sounds like the big one.
Yeah.
That sounded like.
It's
Oh,
like.
yeah. Oh my god.
Is that so? That's a
That'll
critical.
put dents in your table.
That's a
Did you
critical
roll a natural
success.
20?
Took it away from you. There you go.
That's a critical
It
success.
is, yeah. If you beat it by more than 10.
The target gives you the information you seek, or agrees to follow your directives so long as they aren't likely to harm the target in any way. The target continues to comply for an amount of time determined by the GM, but not exceeding 1 day, at which the target becomes unfriendly.
You see, basically.
However, the target's too afraid to retaliate.
He
at
was
least
the
in
last
short term.
prisoner to be fed. So the guy pushes his cart, goes to the door, pulls the thing, and you didn't see that there was a door there. You saw a rope hanging there, basically, with an iron ring on it. He pulls it, and you hear a bell, and then that, the door slides open. He goes through, he looks back over his shoulder, and he's like, Bon appetit! And the door closes. He basically, he tells you that Vilry hired him and his mates to go there and wait for you guys. They knew you were coming. I said, after the letter was delivered, we knew it was a matter of time. So all we had to do was sit there and wait for you lots to show up, and then we was to kill you. Especially that damn. And he looks at you, cleric.
Oh yeah, now I remember why. What did you say? Who
He
hired
said
you?
her name was Vilree. Vilree.
One word.
Yeah, one word. Vilree.
That
Damn
was
mantis assassin. I hate
sir.
taking their gold. He spits on the ground. He's like, I'll tell you another thing. At about that time, you both notice his face is, as he's talking, it's turning more and more. Like it starts at his neck, and it goes up and around his. He starts turning purple, and he's like, "And I'll tell you something. I got no use." And then like blood starts pouring out of his nose, his eyes, and his ears. He's like, and he's just convulsing.
And so I'm gonna.
It was the.
I check to see if there's anything obstructing his airway.
I'm gonna go.
Oh no!
I'm going to ask the guard. Where is the?
Well, the guard's freaking out. He's like a kid.
I'm gonna go say, hey, can you go find the gentleman that fed or gave the gruel?
He runs. He goes to the thing and he pulls it. Ling ling, and the gate it doesn't open. And he pulls it again and it doesn't open.
Okay. And I inspect. It's not happening.
Well, he goes. I'm gonna sound the alarm, and he runs. And then,
it's
all
not,
of a sudden, a minute later, you hear clank, 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 clank. And
So the door wasn't opening?
The door did not open. When he pulled on the chain, or the rope.
So the rope's broken or something? Or
none of the other prisoners are experiencing these same symptoms. I run to the next cell and
oh, yeah, that guy in there's like...
Well, they poisoned all of them. Despite they're prisoners.
All right.
Yeah, sure, by the time you check the other cells back there, the ones that were eating first, yeah, they're dead. Or they're, puking profusely or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you have any ability to save him, Bobby?
No. Can we tell? Can the wizard tell? That's metagame.
Wizard's not there.
The wizard is there.
Oh, is he? I thought he was.
Jakal's not.
Oh, Jakal's not. Okay.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna ask. Lars, if he can tell if any of this food has any of that mockingbird poison in it, because he's the one that got the critical roll on when he was checking it.
In the wine, he could see it in the wine, but
right. Well, that was because he saw it. He saw it. Right. It was a perception check. He can't really see anything. I mean, you can make a perception check for him unless he has,
He's got the alchemical crafting. That's why the only reason he was able to see it in the first place.
Right. So you can make a roll for him and see. You're gonna need to get pretty high.
All right. What's his bonus to perception?
Can I get your
Not very much. All right.
I'm sorry.
Can I get your middle dice?
It's 15.
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, it smells funny, but you're not sure if that's just bad cooking or. But the magister, the mage, Isobur, did not die that way.
He was,
No, that was just.
That was a different type of poison.
He looks different. It's a different poison.
Yeah, whatever this is, it's very violent.
Yeah.
Because he was like bleeding out of his eyes.
That mockingbird poison is more of a you ain't it's like you just stop him from talking.
It swelled your throat up and it had you make
so he's not really breathing too well either, but
so I'm gonna ask, how can we get through this door? I'm asking.
Nobody's there. The guard ran off.
Left, so
there's other guards coming down now. They've all got weapons, and
so
you can see one of them's like a surgeon.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna ask when the guards come through, is like, how can we need to get this door open?
he goes up and it doesn't. He goes. We'd have to go down and around and to the
Can we get someone to do that real quick, or can you?
Is that rope not working because the rope's broken, or is the door locked?
I don't know, sir. I don't.
Like, does that door normally lock, or is it just the rope?
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, no, it's never locked. The only way to open it is through this.
So that mechanism's broken then.
Yeah.
Right.
Could be. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't even hear a click. You just so
the mechanism.
So if someone went through there, how many entrances are in?
Well, it leads to a short hallway that leads into the kitchen.
And then they can get out from the kitchen?
Sure, outside? Yeah, because they have to receive produce and everything, daily.
The person who did this is long gone.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just kind of stuck here until we can get out. There's nothing more we can do here.
Is that the only entrance to this room?
Besides the stairs that you guys came down, and then there's another entrance on the back end, but it leads up, to more.
Can we ask the surgeon if they notice anything, or if they have any expertise in poisons or anything?
They don't, not really. No, okay. They're going to run around, and a couple minutes later, as you guys are sitting there, about 10 minutes later, one of the junior guards comes running up, and he's like, "Sir, we found Boar dead in the pantry." Boar was the cook. He wasn't a cook. He was the guy who fed the guards because he was not very smart. But everybody's got a job. But he's dead.
Was he the guy that came through or no?
How did he die?
I don't know.
Looks like his throat was slit.
Probably wasn't the guy that came through. He was just wearing his stuff to blend in.
Yeah, he said he's got no apron, and his throat slit. and his keys are gone.
Has he got hair on his shoulders?
Yeah.
He does?
So
And he was, the description they give you, I'm assuming you're going to ask, is
Yes.
heavy set, fat, bald guy, hairy chest.
The same
hairy
guy
arms.
that
Yeah,
we're
same,
watching.
bald, missing a couple teeth, earring in his, and one big gold earring in his left ear.
Okay.
And that person who smiled at you looked the same way.
okay. So that's why probably the young guard didn't notice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's-
it's feeding time. I mean, that's a thing that happens twice a day. They get fed in the morning.
It's
and
not
then
that hard to make yourself look like somebody else
Yeah.
if you have time.
Right. He's just, meh.
Should we validate that? Or do we just take it at face value?
Well, they'll show you the dead body. If
Yeah,
you want
yeah,
to see
take
it.
it
I
face
mean,
value.
They drag him out.
Well,
No,
I hate to say it, but I'm gonna go and perform last rites on while they're doing.
on everyone.
They have you see there is a guard there.
Have they
wearing,
opened the door yet?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
guys can come.
Because then
in.
I'll go through there and do it on the cook too.
Yeah. You see that one of the guards has he's wearing the tabard of the livery of the Absalom guard, but he is also a priest of Pharasma. He's a low level cleric, and he's these people were just in here for like drunken. He had mentioned that there was a big brawl last night at
Yeah.
one of the bars down
So
by the docks.
I'm just gonna ask him because since there's a few bodies to help me out with.
Oh yeah, he's no problem.
Stuff,
He-
so-
He's already gone about starting to do
Okay.
it and doing what has to be done.
Yep.
So yeah.
I'm actually gonna after that go. So Eton must have ran down when he saw the.
You can make a perception check for Eton to see if he saw anything
Yeah.
while he was outside. I'm going to tell you right now, you need
Really
an
high.
amazing roll.
Can I use that metal one again?
Sure.
No. I'm using his dice, so I'll probably get crap. Yep. That was
Roll the 6. Thank God he didn't have to talk to anybody.
It was a 3,
No.
so it would have been 14.
Total, yeah.
But-
he did. I mean, he saw people coming and going,
Yeah.
but he didn't see anybody that matched.
No
that
one would have
description.
run in or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that person, whoever it was,
Gone.
was gone.
All right. So
And your thug is dead.
yeah.
Quite dead.
Hmm.
Too bad you don't have that necromancy spell, Speak with Dead.
We've talked about this already.
Can't do that.
I don't even know if that's a spell in here. I haven't looked enough
It
to
is.
see. Is it?
Yeah, there's.
Must be a fairly high
probably
level.
higher, though.
I think it's like around. You got to be like 7th or 8th level. I think to get.
Because there's a level 3 spell that lets you take control of an undead, but
Right.
it already has to be up and around.
Yeah.
Right.
We are gonna. Well, I think we're gonna head back
Okay.
and then to the inn and go update Jakal on what's been going on, what happened.
Collect him.
See if he had any. See if he can, talk with him and see if what we do next. I think what we're gonna do next is obviously go to Pathfinders, but let's regroup, eat, and then head out.
Had to
Wait till the
guild.
morning, so at
Yeah.
least your
Yeah.
dagger's a +1.
Yeah. So we're gonna.
Just gonna hang out for
We're
the
just
day.
gonna. Yeah. We're just gonna chill out, hang out.
At least let me finish making your dagger +1, and then
Yeah.
we can go do something.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Well, about
Unless something happens that makes us need to stop.
about midday, you see one of the guards in the livery of the Pathfinder Guild comes in, and you see him walk in. Those who are down in the common room of the Broken Leaf, which I assume is most of them.
I assume it's everyone but me.
Yeah. You're not there?
My
Oh,
role.
you're in the room working, right? With your
Right.
tools and everything? Yeah. Clank, 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 clank. You guys see this young guard, come in, and he's looking around, and he kind of finally looks in your direction, and he sees the cleric, and he sees you and Etan, and he's like, oh, and he makes his way over, and he says, good day, my lords. I have a message from Naravel, if you have time.
Yes.
Naravel was the captain of the guard at the Pathfinder Society.
Yep.
Can
Can you wait 30 seconds so Bonnie can hear it also?
Well, that's fine.
Our cleric.
Fuck them. You have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right.
We can relay the message.
Fine.
He proceeds to tell you that you should backstab that damn cleric. There's
On
plenty of gold in it for whoever takes him out.
On it.
Don't you hate tiny little notebooks?
tiny little notebooks. I was like, where did all my notes go? They're in my other tiny notebook.
I'm trying to figure out why you have 2 notebooks.
I gotta get my third one.
Oh yeah, give me a second. I got.
Copying all my notes over.
He proceeds to tell you. He saw you guys in the tavern. He waved and he came over, and he says, "Naravel, captain of the Pathfinder Society Guard, has would like words with you at your earliest convenience."
Okay.
Um,
We'll probably be there sometime tomorrow morning.
Sooner if possible, but I understand. I will let her know if you can.
Okay.
You know. And he smartly turns about face. And you see Leaf kind of waves at him. He waves at Leaf like Leaf recognized him.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those guards come in here and drink because it's not the prices that are like downtown where the guard place is because they charge more. And he, you know, he hands out.
We can always pause, go talk to them, and then if we have time later, work on it some more.
Think so?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt.
What did the guy
Like,
say?
Yeah.
I mean, I spent half a day
Just
on
said,
it.
did you hear?
So I
it?
just need another half a day.
He basically said that Captain Naravel requests a presence with you as soon at your earliest convenience, and he said probably not until tomorrow morning.
I don't
He said,
think
well,
so.
That's the latest, but so
I mean,
yeah,
as
we're
long as it's not going to break it to stop halfway through doing what I'm doing.
I don't believe it. I think you can.
It doesn't really say anything about that. It just
I would say
takes
you
a day.
can. I mean, you find a stopping point,
Yeah.
and then you can come back.
Yeah.
But it's still just a regular dagger.
okay. Yeah, so I guess we will head to the Pathfinders Guild.
Okay. Take a couple minutes. Takes you a little bit of all of you going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Not gonna split the party, maybe? Come on, guys.
We're not there yet. Remember, it's a big place.
We still,
true.
It is only 8:00, so
we have
Things could
a
happen.
bag of 50 gold pieces I never actually added to the party funds because I kept it separate. So at the time we found it on the knolls
Oh,
and it matched the stuff we were given by the Baron. It's like a piece of evidence to us, so I didn't include
put
it
it in
in.
there.
So you take a short time. You walk. A couple of the guards recognize you, nod to you, the town's guard, because they've seen you around now. You guys have been embroiled in some different kinds of events and everything. So for the most part, everybody's cordial. You get to the front entrance to the Pathfinder Guild. You show your symbol, and they recognize you. It's that same gnome there with the crazy hair. You know. I'm ready. Oh, you guys! Excellent. Come on in. You know, and you guys make your way in, and you can see one of the guards recognizes you, and he runs. And just a couple of seconds later, Naravel comes. You know, and she's of course smartly dressed and looking ready for action. And she's like, "Gentlemen, I'm so glad to see you. Please follow me." And again, goes to one of those rooms again. Though it's like a sparse waiting room, but there's cushions and stuff. This one though has a table.
Okay.
And at the table, she has a map very similar to the map up there. And she points out that she understands the light of everything that's gone on, and you know, Master Isabir. You know, we still haven't found anything further on that. We are looking into it, and as soon as we know something, we'll let you know. I've heard about the incidents with Martha and Norvell, and you know, I'm really sorry. I'm glad none of you were lost, and you know, and I did get some distressing news about the thug that he appears to have been assassinated.
along with everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I mean, they were all like, I don't want to say riffraff, but you know, they're
ruffians. Yeah.
well, yeah, they're ruffians and dock workers. You know, honest Joes. Some of them, they just had a bit too much to drink, got in a bar brawl, and so city guard locked them up overnight. You know, they probably were going to get out later on today, but now they're dead. So condolences, you know, all that kind of stuff. Nobody's happy about it, but it is what it is, and they move on. She's very pragmatic, very sensible, and she states that you know, she understands what's going on, and they've come across some news in Andoran of some temples in the forest, and it's you know, there's nothing much you guys can do here. So if you're looking for work, the guild has asked if you guys could travel there and research this temple and look into it. We can get you to Andoran, to the city of Almas, and then from Almas it would be about a week trek north to go from Almas to the forest.
All right, so we're leaving the island.
Yeah, you're leaving the. Well, we have a teleportation circle.
Well,
as you
obviously.
know. And then we'll teleport you to Almas, and then from Almas you'll have to make your way into the woods to try and find.
So these ruins are to the north?
Yes.
All right, not to the west?
No, to the north.
All right, good.
I mean, if you want to go to the Taldor Mountains, you can, but
I prefer never to go over that way.
I ask
That
Nor
whole area is just bad news.
I asked Norval if she's heard of Vilry. And
it doesn't. The name doesn't mean anything to her.
I want to ask her too is, have you had any news and I know he was a guard, but Seema's significant other, Roderick, we're kind of looking for too, and
Nobody has seen or heard of him.
Okay.
And we've got a guard. We've got.
What did that guy said? The Mantis Assassins. Is that a pretty well known group?
Well, yeah. She's like, what did you say?
The girl that was the assassin that hired the thug. He said that her name was Vilry and she was the Mantis Assassins.
And you could see kind of like there's some strong concern on her face, and a little bit of the color kind of drains, and she's like, you don't know about the Mantis, the Guild of Assassins?
No.
They're almost, some would say, a cult. They are the premier assassins guild in Galarian. If you want someone dead bad enough and you have the coin, these people will kill them.
I'm gonna guess that's who. I'm gonna guess that's who came in here.
Well, they're masters of disguise for sure. I mean, they're top tier assassins.
Well, we ran into one at the merchant's house, and
she describes the armor. Typically they wear like this. They're called the Red Mantis assassins, and she did have, some red. You saw underneath her dress when she pulled the dress off.
Yeah.
She had red armor, vambraces, and stuff like that. So yeah, and she had this wickedly curved sword, almost like a scimitar, but it had teeth. Almost looks like a mantis, thing. She had two of them, a short sword and a long sword. So, a short sword and a dagger. Or no, I'm sorry, she had two daggers. That's what she kept. She did have a short sword on her hip, but yeah, she had those nasty looking daggers that did a number on
crossbow.
you. Yeah, she had that very nasty crossbow.
But yeah, we'll
But she describes what she knows a little bit about them. She doesn't know a whole lot because their organization is kept so secret.
Right.
But obviously in law enforcement circles.
Well, we're just going to tell her. We'll let you know that we ran into one at the merchant's house, and then we ran in somewhat into another one at the
There's a Red
house.
Mantis assassin involved. This is pretty serious. So we'll keep digging into Isabir's death, and if anything's with the merchant and everything. We haven't seen any of these Razmirians. Yeah, she doesn't know much about She just hears it's a quirky cult.
Yeah, whoever that Onibar is, he's all linked to this too.
Yeah, and she does know that name because of the documentation they found and stuff. But
and then
no one's answering to that name. Let's put it that way.
And then he has a lieutenant named Darzan.
Darzan's kind of that's a whole. The whole
he's his number.
Well,
the one that we've met anyway. That's who has been.
She hasn't heard any Darzan, and she's only heard Onibar's name because of some of the documents that were retrieved from the merchant's house. Okay. And there were some shipments for Razmir,
right?
That are being sent here. Some cloth and things like
dirt.
That. And dirt, yeah. So, which is a little weird, but it's not unusual. So a lot of times. Merchants and stuff will import dirt that's very rich and it has a lot of nutrients in it to grow crops. Sure. And that's not unusual because the land here is pretty fertile.
The Razmiran, the dude, that's the fake god thing, right?
Right.
Razmir?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just looking at my notes, sorry. Yeah.
Some say it's fake, some say it's real. Yeah. But they have their own up north, they have their own land, their own city.
But Onibar is the guy that's saying he's the.
Onibar is the one that's kind of the ringleader here in this region.
So now, from what I understand, from what I got from the the Temple of Pharasma, he is their Onabar is Razmir. That's what they told me.
Darzan
I don't
seems to be
remember
the leader around here.
So when I was in there and when they gave me the potions and stuff, the head temple guy said Onabar was the Razmirian wizard.
So it's just
Or a Rasmurian.
Oh, was he?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's just
Or
And then
cleric. He
was-
said cleric.
Well, because he said he was
Because
wizard.
they revere Rasmir, the man. There's
Yeah.
a man named Rasmir who has proclaimed himself a living god.
like Talos.
Yes. But the people that live in Rasmuran,
He's a god.
he's a god. Yeah, he is worshipped as a god. Now, is it just mages posing as clerics? Nobody knows.
He was a
keep-
cleric or a wizard. One.
Yeah, they keep pretty self-contained to themselves. Their land is pretty far
Tarzan
removed.
probably is a cleric though, based off of the things he's able to do with undead.
Yeah.
But it could be a
Okay,
wizard
so-
too.
No, I
Be a
got.
necromancer.
Because
Sorry,
wizard
I
have
got.
all those abilities.
I
as
got it
well.
mixed up. Yeah, Onabar is someone different, but
Right.
Razmir, from the temple, they said Razmir is not a god; he's just a corrupt wizard.
Yeah, that's what for the clerics of Rasmuran.
Right.
believe.
Yes.
And that's probably what a lot of the other temples believe.
Yeah.
Right. Because
They're not going to say that
Because
there's a
no
god
law
on
from
earth.
Gods, yeah.
yeah, there's no god named Rasmir in the Pantheon.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a Razmirian wizard. Well, now it's saying cleric. Mixed up.
I might do that.
Darzan's a cleric.
Or it could be a wizard too. A
Need
lot
my
of
liquid crack.
those necromancer
There you
spells are both
you,
divine
sir.
and
Could be either or.
wizardry. Yeah.
Give me the energy to deal with your guys' turmoil.
I was tired just earlier, so on the way I had a Red Bull.
Did it give
Those
you
are about-
wings?
Those are about the only energy drinks I can drink anymore.
I like these because they don't have as much sodium or caffeine.
But they have all the
They're
sugar
more
in
like
there.
a breakfast drink. They're not too bad. They got new diet ones out, but they are nasty. I did not.
Well, I used to drink the zero sugar monsters or whatever. Like they had like the Ed Hardy looking cans. They were delicious, but I started getting massive headaches the second I drank one, so
Oh.
I had to stop drinking them.
I would too.
Yeah.
So like I got a massive headache. I'm like, oh, that's fucking sucks. I got it again. Did the same exact thing. I'm like, all right, I'm done drinking these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind
Problems.
of know what the problem is
Yeah.
now.
First time, it's kind of like that's weird. Second time, I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm gonna stop it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So now it's just every once in a while I'll buy either a zero sugar or the low carb
Yeah.
Red Bull.
Yeah. It's all, everybody's different.
So are we taking some time and then heading out tomorrow, or?
Yeah. She's like,
Well-
Naravel tells you that you guys can be, I'm just giving you, this is for lack of a better word, a quest that you can choose. We're at a standstill looking into.
looking
Right.
into
this
stuff.
will be your
Why don't
quest.
we gather ourselves and then in the morning we can head
Yeah.
out.
Sure.
So I can spend the rest of the day.
The
We get
circle
day
is here.
plus one.
We're eagerly ready to send you out whenever you're ready to go.
Sounds good.
If you choose to take the charter, which it
Yeah.
sounds like you are.
Yes.
So
And then-
you see that gnome, that crazy gnome, is like, right, I'm gonna mark it down. The heroes of something. You know? And he puts
So,
it in the
we'll go-
book.
We can go back and hang out. I'll finish your thing to get it to +1.
Sounds good.
Do you regain health when you sleep?
Yes.
You should have regained already from last night.
Okay.
To-
I didn't
yeah, if
change
we're
it.
out camping and like we went out, we fought something, we rested, you get a small amount.
Yeah.
But when we're in
Constitution plus level, I believe.
something like
Or
that,
your
but
Constitution modifier
if
plus your
we're, I
level.
think if when we're in town and resting well and
Right,
stuff,
because you've got a
generally
bed, you've got,
you can go up
yeah.
full.
We could ask Pathfinder's Guild too if you really need if you're that far down.
I was at 47 out of 62.
You would have been up to full this morning when you
Yeah,
woke
you're
up.
going to get another full night's
And you'll get
rest,
another one,
so
you'll be-
yeah, and you're
Okay.
going to have a hearty meal because you're at the Broken Leaf. They have comfy beds.
Party meals.
So then I'll spend the rest of the day finishing up his thing, and we'll say that the wizard spends the rest of the day. So Brad, whatever book Brad was reading, he's
Finished it. Okay. So that book was like interesting monsters and how to
Something,
find them
yeah.
or something like that. So he gets a +1 to nature. All animal, beast, which can be arcana or nature, and dragons. And
So they don't ever have to use that.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm assuming this is a lot like all the other ones. You could find a juvenile dragon, and those are like usually fairly low level, like the babies.
Yeah.
Obviously, a full-blown adult dragon's epic.
Kind of a
level
different
stuff.
story.
Right.
You don't want to run into one of those. If you
I'll take the invisibility.
It's the chromatic ones that are generally good, right? The metallic ones are bad, or is it the other way around?
I think it's the other way around.
The metallic ones are good. Yeah, gold are good.
Right.
So
Yeah.
the metallic ones generally good.
Yeah.
Won't fuck with you. Chromatic won't try to eat your face.
Yeah. Or manipulate you to do bad things. Whatever. They're not good.
Yeah.
And even the metal dragons aren't necessarily awesome. No. You know.
But generally they're
because they feel they're so far above you.
Right.
But there's exceptions to the rules because, like in Hermia, which is up there to the northwest, it's a little island. That island is governed by a gold dragon named Megalkey or something like that, Mengoki, and he's basically set up his own little realm, and basically only the bet. What's going on down there?
Oh, I'm sitting on the truck.
Oh, your truck. Oh, you can see your truck.
Yeah.
Oh,
I parked it over and ran in.
Oh, okay, cool. And he basically, you have to swear fealty to him and give up all other ties. And like you could be a genius at astrology, and your son is a blithering idiot. He'll take you, and you'd have to leave your son. And he sends out his people twice a year to go
find more.
Sometimes they'll watch you for 5-10 years, you know. And then if they deem you worthy, they'll offer you citizenship. But the thing is, when you go there, you don't want for anything. It's almost like a utopia.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to subscribe to his way. Now, that being said, if you're a poet, he will give you all the stuff to, freely create. And the port city of Promise is where they sell all their goods and they import. But nobody else is allowed beyond the port of Promise. So nobody else goes into the city proper. So it's just, is it a captive state or is it a utopia? It depends on your point of view. Because if you have to give up your whole family to go live there, may not be the greatest thing in the world. Or you find out you have children when you didn't realize you thought you were single. And now you want to go back and see your kids. He's like, nope, sorry, can't go. So, but that's a story for another time. So, all right, so you finish modifying his dagger. So remember, now your dagger has potency and a rune of striking, right?
Yes.
No, just potency, because I couldn't do two. They're two separate runes, so I can only do one, so it's only +1.
So it's a +1 dagger.
So it's +1 to hit, that's it.
Yeah, +1 to hit, not damage. So you need to write that on your sheet and keep track of it. Well, you print yours out from that app, right?
Yeah, put it on my app first.
And then print when you need it. Okay. Etan is attuned to his quiver of never-ending arrows.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Are we in the next day now?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to do that again because I have to do it every morning.
Yeah,
so.
it's just a minor ritual that he has to perform.
And then I'll do my prayers.
All right. And so you picked out your spells. Lar is picked
Yeah,
out.
I have them written down right here.
Okay, cool. So,
or at least abbreviations of them. I can look back at the sheet to see.
You know your own chicken scratch, so. What are you doing? Anything in particular?
I check.
No, go ahead.
I pray and then I go down and just check with Leaf and see if he's got any messages from a certain blacksmith.
No. It hasn't been a week yet.
No, I know.
So
It was a good try, that.
I just figured.
I was hoping he missed me because he thought I was cool and he wanted to hang
No
out.
striking yet, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be the next time we have a day.
That's fine. I just want to make sure I had it in.
I got to do the same thing for we got a staff, a +1 staff of striking or
That
whatever.
you wanted to do, right?
That I have to transfer to my short sword.
Oh, take it off and then.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get back to the other guy.
Well, that's not a big deal. I have the staff. I have my thing. So whenever I have a day again, I'll do yours and then I'll do mine.
I should shoot something to him so that on this app to say, hey, there should be nice if you put some kind of tab up here so you can tab between your character. I mean, you never play in one, but it's like
right.
GM was doing it. You could tab between your monsters and you have all right there.
Does it support monsters?
You could make them. Never mind. I guess not. But if you had special guys,
yeah,
like the assassin,
right? What? Yeah.
But you could tab through them, right?
So that's why I want and see. That's why I was talking about that dowel. I could put little clips right here and have the dowel across the top, and then put all the use.
See, what I was thinking is if you just made like bridge, right? Just on the sides and then over, so it's up farther. Because I don't know how big those monster cards are going to be.
They're going to be like magic card size.
Yeah,
so it might be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, so if you had them like that.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. That dowel, I could put it like right
Yeah,
there.
but you want it
run
that-
across the top of
You
this.
want it that high so you can at least see the stats on the back.
Yeah, I would
And then
see,
we can make.
because the cards would basically be sitting in the dowel, like right here. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would just use, because this is stable, I would just clip it onto here and here, and then when I run across, I can see all the cards. They'd be sitting up top in that groove.
Well, I get what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, but I mean, this works. So, but I have to move stuff to see what's on my GM screen. But I don't use the GM screen too much nowadays. All right. So next day comes. You've done all your things. You've done all your praying. He's attuned to his arrows. Lars has his spells for the day. Memorized from his spell book.
Hammer's polished.
Hammer's polished. What you do in your own time is your own business, sir. We don't judge. You guys make your way to the Pathfinder Guild. So Naravel's there. She leads you. One of the acolytes, the mage's acolytes, brings you to the summoning circle. Says, describes, have you guys used the circle before? Transportation. Oh, okay. Well, then And so when I finish the incantation, you all need to step on the circle. That's one. Are we ready?
Yes.
He's like, baka baka doo, zaba zaba zing, now. And you guys all step on it. And of course, there's that, like that rush of air comes out of your lungs. And it's super cold and everything goes black. And all of a sudden, you appear in another circle, in a room. There's some guards there,
Pitch black.
No.
They're undead guards.
They're undead guards. You see a mantis assassin. You feel a sharp pain in your back.
They're all Mantis assassins.
I immediately
There's
rage.
20 of them.
I dodged.
I dodged. I don't even need to roll the dice. I got it. Yes. So now you are in.
Odessa or what?
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't.
Um,
Richie.
Almas. And
Almas, yeah.
Yeah. And so there's a
Basically
steward.
straight north of the arrow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And there's a young man there that says, welcome to Adoran, to the city of Almas. We understand you're from the Pathfinder Society in Absalom, and we greet you. And if you need anything, please, follow me, and you can be on your way as soon as you're ready. So he brings you to a nice resting area. You take a moment, catch your breath. It's disconcerting to go through that teleportation circle, but a couple of minutes, you guys are fine and you're ready to go. And Almas is a pretty decent sized little port town, I believe. If there's anything you need or anything we can provide, if you have coin, we can provide certain things like rations and stuff. We can provide if you need basic healing.
Some ruins in the forest in the north. So I just probably just get some regular. We'll just have to get some regular, rations, things like that, water contains.
Do a carriage?
No, I can just walk.
Just walk it?
Because eventually we're going to get to the forest and not be able to,
Take the horses, yeah.
So it's better just walk and not have to worry about maybe the horses will live.
And there's
however
pretty
long.
much a road that leads to the woods, which is pretty safe. It's patrolled by the Aldorian guards.
I want to ask in town how long it would take. Can we see the woods? And how long?
You can't see them. It's about a week's travel, 7 days.
To the woods.
To the woods.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and then who knows how far it is.
So we're gonna have to
into the
take
woods.
like 2 weeks of rations, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, and you can also, don't forget, you probably have the skill, the nature
Well,
skill.
So does
I have,
the
yeah,
ranger.
no, I have
Right, but you
I
can
have-
find food.
I have the forager
Yeah.
ability,
So
so I can make a
food's not
nature
an
check
issue.
to get food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I can.
Filter your own urine.
Once a day, I can invoke the name and provide a feast of food and water that'll feed up to 6 people.
Nice.
For Aldea, the Earth Mother. Yeah.
Yeah, from that necklace that we got on day 1.
Yep.
I knew I had that thing on there, something about that, about being able to feed people once.
Yeah. And speaking of that, once you guys get out on the road, it's Absalom is an island, so it's a place unto itself. But here, you're on the main continent of Galarian, and Alderaan is a big city, or
Elma.
and Aran. Almas is the big city, and
Right.
Iran is the country.
Yep.
Right.
And Almas is the capital. So once you're out of the capital city and you're on that road, about a day's travel in, you feel more natural, for lack of a better word. Like you're more connected to Aldea, the Earth Mother. So it's a good feeling. You feel like peace, and you don't feel so tired, and you're out of the city. Even though you're a rogue and you're all about that, you still pledged to the Earth Mother.
Right.
And so you feel better being.
We've been in the woods a lot, so
Yeah.
I mean,
but these are.
no, I know.
I don't want to say a better woods, but they're more earthy.
Right.
No,
I'm just saying we have spent a lot of time but it's like every time we go through the woods to get to a fight, we always go somewhere else that's not in the woods to fight, so my AC is lower. If we actually fight in the woods, I have more AC.
It's his fault.
It's not my fault.
Like we went
He's
through
like- He's
we
like,
went through
what-
the woods and then we found a dungeon to go in. Dang it.
Well, he's like, what do I need to do to get Ben out of his natural environment?
I have one more
You know
AC
what?
in the woods.
You guys only have to worry about you. I have to worry about everything.
I'm
That's
just
a lot of work. And like I
it's-
said, anytime someone wants to step on this side of the GM screen, I am more than happy.
I'm just
I have
fucking
my
around.
dwarf champion ready to go.
It's one more AC point. It's not the end of the world.
What you getting into, woman?
I was looking again at that
None
stat.
your business. Hey, we didn't get no Rice Krispies.
Nope.
Remember? We were supposed to have Rice Krispie treats
Well,
tonight.
she said she wasn't feeling well.
Yeah,
so
she did say.
Probably made you sick.
Oh yeah, no, thank you.
just looking at John makes me sick. So it's
Yeah,
I don't know how you do it.
that's
every,
what they call beard envy.
I don't know how you do it every day.
You can't grow a beard like me or Anthony. So the love. Do you feel the love in the room? So long story short, you make the travel through the week. You set up watches. You're on the road. You might camp off the road a little bit, but it's a well-traveled road. There's wagons going by. You see plenty of towns guards, and militia people. So there's never a point where you felt unsafe, so to speak. Even, maybe on your watch you might have heard some wild animals, but nothing that, would raise an alarm. That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. No scourges.
No sturge. Nope, not yet anyway. Oh, that was
Oh shoot!
Is it toil day yet?
There's probably been enough time to where this guy.
yeah,
bought these-
funny enough, the week has gone. It took you a week to get across the land, so your armor is back in town waiting for you.
Well, that's all right. More than a week ago, I asked somebody to get me some runes and paid for them, but never went and picked them up. Or not runes, but patterns.
Yeah, that was Hassim.
Yeah, it was a lot. The motherfucker didn't remind me about that when I was talking to him.
Oops. He said, well,
Who controls this team again? I think he just called you an
that other
effort.
guy.
That other
He
guy.
can't grow a beard. Obviously, you never trust anybody who can't grow a beard.
I think it was just these two. I have marks next to them, so
And
Just-
Hassim's a shifty bastard, so
I already paid for him. If he can
I
sell
know,
somebody
right?
else.
That's free interest right there. He's earning money. He's still got the goods, and he's sitting on the money. Life is good. You are a great customer. Come back. Buy more.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's just a hat of the Magi and a staff of healing.
Say again.
The items were a staff. The patterns are for staff of healing and hat of the Magi.
Oh, that's right. Then you wanted to make those, right?
Right. So I need to buy. I'm just buying patterns because obviously we're in the
Well, the
middle
hat
of
of the
something.
Magi would help.
It's just +1 Arcana checks.
Doesn't hurt.
It can help any. Yeah, it'll help either one of us.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just a hat. Nobody else is wearing a hat. Make one for everyone. No, there's trackers, goggles. I got 2, so I got all kinds of things.
Yeah, you're working on things. So when you have downtime, you'll be able to make a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep. Once we get done with whatever epic campaign we're on.
The heroes of something.
Yep.
The hero.
So. No, it's just I'm trying to amass them.
Yeah.
So that when we do have time, I can.
Go ahead and flip the map to
Number 2?
Yeah, number 2.
This one?
That's the one. So you can take the 2 off of there. So put your guys got somewhere on this side.
We're still in the woods.
Still in the woods.
Are we in the woods?
You're in the woods now.
Are we in the woods?
You are in the woods.
See, the only thing that's rough about this map is it's not very big.
Well, it actually, I think if you fold it out, the other side
we
is.
could.
Oh,
So
If
pull the
you
guys
want.
off,
Yeah.
and then flip it open, and you can turn it. Yeah.
there we go.
There you go.
So I'm like, this is
I was thinking.
we're gonna
There's a pipeline running through the middle.
Yeah.
So something like
It says Inbridge.
It's gonna be some tight. It's gonna be some tight
Life takes
fighting.
energy.
something like that.
It's gonna be some tight fighting.
So who's? I mean, now you've gone from the road. Now you've gone into like this forest. The underbrush is a little damp. It's not swamp, but it's it's very summery here. And so there's the humidity in the air. Your armor's kind of getting heavy. You're sweating a little bit more. You're drinking lots of water, hopefully, because we all know safety moment. Stay hydrated.
That's right.
Yeah. And the water jug in the kitchen is full, by the way. So and you're empty.
Thank you, sir.
I don't touch that stuff. I know what fish do in it.
Oh yeah.
So who's leading the brigade?
I am.
You are. Okay. Can you give me whatever you want to use to maybe find the path or to navigate the
Nature.
woods? Nature. Roll it.
I mean, we're in the nature, right?
You are in the nature. You can't get any more nature
That's-
than this.
It's really, or I guess, either way, it doesn't matter. Nature and survival, they both have the survival. I think covers all your tracking and stuff, but
Right.
they both have the same bonus, so it'd both be a 17,
17. Yeah. So you managed to keep an eye out
Or-
kind of.
or not a 17. That was a 6. I'm sorry, that's a 15.
It's a 15. You, for the most
I
part,
did bad
you're.
math.
I hates the math. You're able to find a game trail basically, and you're moving on it. It's getting on to midday. It's pretty warm, and you guys are wearing your armor and everything. So you're not wearing armor, but you're wearing heavy robes.
I'm.
Wearing your clerical vestments, yes.
I wouldn't say so. Well, yeah.
I'm assuming you all have backpacks.
Yeah.
You're wearing chainmail. Yes.
Yes.
So I need a fortitude save from you. And it's not so much the weight; it's the heat.
The humidity.
Unburned iron, bro.
But that doesn't stop you from. That just says
Maybe
you don't
you should
suffer.
be
movement.
happy you're not in plate right now.
It would be worse.
All right. I have a 14.
Plus,
Your fortitude.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what
total is a 14.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got one level of fatigue.
You need to roll in that where your dice are.
Oh yeah, I didn't roll in the box.
Hey, you can be like John.
You roll
If he
less.
doesn't
I
than-
rolled the same thing anyway.
That's karma.
Fatigue
Getting you for being
one.
smart ass.
John's like, well then you're fatigued too.
Nope. Fatigue one.
You take
Put
a
that-
-1 to your AC and saving throws while exploring. You can choose exploration activities. You recover after one night's rest.
You know what? I was
Minus
surprised
one
because I have a
AC
plus 10 to
and
survival
saving throws.
also.
And saving.
And I didn't even know. I forgot all about it.
Yeah. So, what you're wearing leather armor?
Padded leather, yeah.
Padded leather. So you're probably okay. It's warm though.
What is
Chainmail's
yeah.
breathable.
Oh, Eton's in studded.
Studded leather. Go ahead and give me a fortitude save for him. But the AC is not nearly
I
as
had
high.
to tell you that though. So
Well, you being
No.
honest, I appreciate it.
Ooh, he's gonna be
fortitude?
Uh-huh.
noisy.
Did he get above a 15?
No.
All right, so he's got a level 1 fatigue.
And what was that again?
-1 AC and -1 saving throws until you sleep.
-1 AC.
And it's about noonday. If you keep this pace up, you would have to make another check probably in about 3-4 hours.
Okay.
We'll rest. It's new one, so we can rest for
But
lunch.
if you check and you succeed, then that goes away.
No, you
No.
need rest.
You need
Oh.
overnight
Yeah.
rest.
But if you keep going and you make another check and you fail, then you'll be
Exhausted.
fatigue level 2.
I don't say it doesn't.
What does that do? Is
So
that
it means a -2 to everything.
So-
let's see, fatigue.
Yeah, it doesn't give fatigue. Doesn't have levels in its thing, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, well, it's fatigue level 1, fatigue level 2.
Okay, so it just keeps adding up.
Yeah. Fatigue. I
I don't
think
really
nothing
think-
goes past level 4. basically, if you get fatigue level 5, you go unconscious.
But I mean, it's noon. It's lunchtime. We can
Yeah.
kind of rest a
You
little
can
bit,
totally
get our
mitigate,
energy.
drink some water, eat some food, take a little cat nap.
Yeah.
Are you setting a watch?
Yeah, well, I don't think
canopy of the
I don't think
woods.
we're all sleeping.
No,
No,
I
just
no.
kind of
actually,
chilling.
Actually, hold on. I have a.
I don't even know to do that. I mean, we were all.
Well, it's just an alarm. It's a cantrip, I think. I just.
But where do you put it?
I
In
don't
front of
remember.
you, behind you? I mean,
No, it's a
covers it.
circle. It's a radius.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. I don't have it anymore.
You got rid of it?
Yep. Which I'm gonna have to. It might have actually been a spell.
It's a
I'll
first
figure it
level
out.
spell.
Yeah.
So that's
so
why I got rid of it.
Since we're in the woods, I might have to pick it back up.
Yeah,
my
but you
next
need
day,
to do it.
my
Yeah,
next day.
yeah,
So
tomorrow morning. So you guys spend maybe 2 hours total? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, a couple hours ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, we move at a slower pace, so and we'll slow down.
Since you're kind of leading it, why don't you give me another
Sure.
nature check, just to see if you
Nature
wander
check.
across anything.
Oh, that's not very good. That's a 13.
It's a 13. Okay.
That dice needs to stop.
Ooh,
Let's switch to this one.
that's an 18.
the
You don't. I mean, you guys are eating and relaxing. You know, it's beautiful out. I mean, it's just hot. You know, there's bugs flying around and stuff. Actually, everybody, give me a perception check. What's my
shaking tool.
Ooh.
He got a 26. Oh, let me know.
Oh, geez.
I got to roll for Brad.
Let me know what. Yeah, that's how I'm shaking. Let me know when you're asking. And I got a 16.
Okay.
His sucks.
Right. So, anybody beat a 28?
No.
Okay. So, put your guys on the map wherever you want.
So
Because
are we still breaking? Like we're on a
Yeah,
lunch
yeah.
break?
You're on a break. You're like.
So
kinda
probably be
going
in some
knows
sort of
that?
a circle.
Like, well, that's perfect.
We'll just say we're in a circle like this. Or I guess, here.
Yeah, put me.
Just saying because these guys are butt buddies, so they say head together.
So, you know, and the woods are pretty thick. There's a lot of underbrush, but you guys have found somewhat of a little bit of a clearing. Like I said, it's somewhat of a game trail. What did Kale get? Kale got
26.
pretty high. Yeah. So Kale's like looking around and he's noticed like there's a lot of like carcasses around here. Like there's overgrown brush and everything. And right as he notices that is when you all see these things move out. There's one here.
This is a surprise attack.
It's not really. Well, it will be.
Well, I for Kill's thing, I need to know if
Well-
he can do his scout show.
Well, he failed, so his action he can do something. He didn't.
It's for initiative.
Right.
Oh,
There's
okay.
not initiative yet. You made a perception check to see if you
That's
could
why
see
I
what
was asking if it
yeah.
was a
Yeah.
surprise
When you make
attack.
initiative, then you can yell that out.
Gotcha.
And because he does that as a reaction, right? Right. So, these are large plants. And you see, they blend in perfectly with the area here. They're green, they're vibrant, and they've got these tentacles, these like two big long tentacles that end in like, for lack of a better word, a mouth with like looking like leafy fangs.
Mm-hmm.
Think of a Venus flytrap.
There's only two, right?
There's two, yeah.
That we
One on-
see so far. Okay.
Right, that you see so far, and you can see they've got tendrils that kind of creep out, and you're standing on one of the tendrils. And you can see now that it's kind of squirming underneath your feet. Yeah, well, it kind of gives, but you see they're about 10 feet away. Move that back 10 feet away from you. Yeah, at which point
Do they have reach?
You would.
they have reach, yes. So they're ambush predators. It's exactly what they do. So unfortunately, they're going to get around on you. Luckily, they're not that dangerous. Or are they?
So it is surprise attack.
It is a surprise. Yes, you guys failed your. Kale came close, but he got a
Which would have been
26.
nice because what matter to you? Yeah, you got 26.
Yeah, they got a 28 for their stealth.
So do you want to move those in front?
They're not in order yet. So,
They're gonna go and
Well,
then
they're going to
they'll
go
roll.
first anyway, aren't they?
Where they're gonna go and then we're gonna roll.
Oh, okay.
right. So that's why it didn't matter what they did. So who is that
That's
on
me.
the back end closest to?
The little guy?
I can't see. The miniatures are in
That's
the way.
him.
That's
Bart.
you.
Yeah, and then-
who's?
That's
Me.
And then
Who's
Eton.
that over there?
Eton.
This is me. This is
No,
Jacob.
that's Eton facing me right
Yes.
there. Yeah, he's 10 feet away from. Yeah.
No, he's 15.
so
Now he's 10
He's
feet.
no, they're right here. He's 10 feet away from the Clark.
From okay, so this, and that's kind of what they look like.
This is
Venus flytrap. Is that what
A
they're
giant Venus flytrap, yeah. And so it reaches out with its. Okay, so both of its leaves. The flytrap makes a 1 leaf strike. On a success, the flytrap deals the damage from 1 leaf strike plus an additional beat, but it takes 2 of his actions. So plus 11 for 19
Yeah.
is 30.
Yep,
Right.
that's a crit.
That's a crit. All right, so it's a 1d8 plus another 1d8. And d8.
2 1s, please.
Mhm.
2 1s, please.
Shut your mouth.
Did he get it?
I rolled a 4 and a 1.
Oh.
But let's see what else I got to roll. 1d8. So it's crit. So that was my extra 1d8 plus a 1d6. All right. So you are going to take
8.
no. You're going to take 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points of piercing damage and 3 points of acid damage.
I thought you rolled a 4 and a 1. And a
I
3.
did,
Plus
and
its
a
strength.
d6 plus its strength, which is a
Oh.
plus 2.
So what is it?
So a total of 7 points of piercing damage as these 2 leaves reach out and grab you and kind of pierce you. And then as they grab you, there's like the
A little bit of acid damage.
acid damage as it leaps off of you. And then it tries to engulf you.
Okay, can you? So how much damage is it? 7 or 10?
7 points of damage plus 3 points of acid.
Okay.
It's 2 different types
So
of
You
10.
damage.
forgot
Yeah,
to
he's
tell
a-
me the 3 at the end.
Yeah, it's 2 different types. It's
No, but he
So
forgot
10,
to tell me.
10 hit
I did
points
say 3
lost.
points
The first
of acid
time.
damage.
Not
So
the
you
first
didn't hear
time, not the second time.
it. How many times do I have to tell you?
Obviously twice. That's
No,
why I was
obviously.
asking.
The third time we got it.
The third time, which is all that matters. All right. Every leaf around the all right. So you are grappled.
Sucks to
So
be
it's
here.
got you now, and it's
Now I gotta go get that.
How? Does it have
It's
to
just
roll?
when
I
it
don't
hits.
have to roll anything?
it hits.
Oh,
it hits.
A lot of these creatures just when they hit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're grappled.
So, and on its third action, it still has to make an attack roll, even though it has you. What's your AC?
16.
So plus 11 plus 13. Oh, this is considered its third attack, though. So it's
Does
minus
this
10.
does that
So
move
14
it
does not hit.
next to
No,
it?
it's
No,
pulling.
it has
It's
reach.
actually move him in front of it. Yeah,
It pulled me close.
it's pulled into it. So it tries to like the mouth over. It pulls you into its mouth and it's snapping at you,
Yeah.
trying to, but it just barely missed you. You're able to squirm basically, so it didn't because it can swallow you whole. It is large, so you are one size smaller than it, so it can eat you. So that's its action. This one on this end, who's that? That's
The
you.
dwarf.
Oh, this is not going to be good. Same thing. It does the hungry flurry.
But it can't eat you.
He's
You're
medium.
bigger. He's bigger than me, though, isn't he?
No,
he's
not-
medium. The thing's large. You're
The
small.
creature's large.
Oh, that's what I said. It can't eat him.
It's
It
one
can.
size bigger
Oh,
than
okay.
him.
He's large. The creature's
I
large.
thought I meant 2.
Yeah.
I thought I meant 2.
So
That's why
15 plus 11 is 26.
Yep.
That hits.
Yep.
Alrighty, so that takes 2 attacks, but it's not a crit, correct?
No.
So it's
They're all in the 20s.
yeah.
I'm at 20 with
Except
my
So
fatigue.
7 points of piercing damage and 6 points of acid damage. And you are grabbed. He is grabbed. And then
What does grab do? Like
it means you
can't
can
move.
cast spells, you can attack, but you can't physically move away.
okay.
It's got you grabbed.
Right.
And then it's going to try again
Negative
to
10.
swallow you whole.
So +1.
I'm sorry?
+1
+1 for what?
to hit.
Why is that +1 to hit?
Third attack.
Oh, yeah. You're throwing me off, dude. It misses again. I can't roll above a 5. And of course, now it's initiative.
All right. So the ranger is going to do its scout warning, so everyone gets a +1.
To initiative.
Yes.
So my fly traps get a +1 to initiative?
No.
Damn it. worth a try. Ooh.
Now if you roll another F in 28.
Close. 26. Plus 7, I rolled an 18.
You want our numbers?
Yeah.
28.
20. All right, Digger. You beat me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Laura. What did Laura get?
17.
17. Okay. Jakal?
27.
27. Eton?
Eton got a 31. Got a nat 20.
Ooh. Thank you.
And I got a 15.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
That's right where you want to be. Except when
Well, he kind of does want to go last because he needs to heal everybody. All right. Well, Eton is up. He just saw you get latched on by this giant fly trap.
You want to move him 30 feet away from that one? Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he should be able to get there.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so he's good.
And then I am going to do hunted prey.
All right, so that's 2 actions.
And
And
just
then
shoot.
shoot for my hunted shot.
Which one is he shooting? The one that's got you?
Yeah.
That is number 1.
Okay.
I think there's markers right here.
Yep.
Yeah, give Ben the marker or to Anthony and just use a bright color or something to mark number 1 and number 2. And those have erasers on the tip. So we can keep track of which one's which.
Really not. Yeah.
All right.
Really no good color to use there.
No, not on a dark color.
Not on a green. Green's kind of.
Ooh, another nat 20.
Holy crap.
Where's them cards?
Oh, there's a card. Yeah, you guys. And these guys are not major characters, so they don't get cards.
So his first was 20. His second was.
You're gonna have to shuffle those too.
I will. I'm just trying to. All right, critical hit. Let me shuffle these up real quick.
And his second was
Shuffle them.
just a regular 20.
You only get one.
You
You only have one
attack.
action left.
You only have one action left.
No. He has hunted shot, which is two shots.
2 separate attacks.
It's 2 actions
within-
though, isn't it?
No.
No, it's 1 action.
Well, you did the hunter's mark.
No, never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind. You're right.
I'm pretty sure it's like
Yeah.
flurry of blows, where it's still 2 actions, but the damage is considered 1.
Right.
So
Which is
you
good
just take
because
a,
of damage
I
immediately.
but
still
you still
gotta
hit a
make
nat 20
yeah.
with a regular shot, which is
Yeah,
a
still,
D8,
That's
2
my
D8s and a D10.
So he's like, I choose you. I'm gonna move. I choose you. Whack.
Yeah.
You get
Sorry.
Piercing, right?
it's 2 shots though in
This-
the 1 action.
Well, no, this is 1. That
This
other
is
ability
1.
doesn't count. Work. It is 2 actions.
Yeah, the ability
Can you
costs him
make-
2 actions.
Can it be flat-footed?
Sure.
All right, so it's flat-footed.
Yeah.
At the end of its next turn.
Yeah.
So it's going to be flat-footed against.
Right, which means its AC is down by 2.
That's not all it means.
So
Huh?
That's not all it means.
is
What else does it mean?
so.
It
Let
means
me
I
ask
don't
you
have
this.
to do any special abilities to do
Is
extra
it-
sneak attack damage to it.
John.
Minus 2 circumstance.
No, I'm just saying I don't have to do anything to get sneak attack. I can just sneak
So it's
attack
a
damage.
30.
Right. Its AC is so that's
it a double
that's
crit?
a crit. Double crit.
Double crit. Okay,
So it's a D10,
it's
3d8 plus a d10.
2d8s.
2D8,
3d8s.
3D8s.
Yeah.
You need more? Here.
There.
All right, you got it.
So it'd be 4d8s.
3. Because it's
Well,
bonus.
his bow does 2 because
Right.
it's got the striking.
So then it's 4. So here's 2 more d8s if you don't
4
have.
D8 and a D10
And a
because you
D10.
got a crit.
Yeah, because the bow's got deadly, so it does d10.
Yeah. The long bow has deadly.
I decided.
Short bow doesn't get it.
But I don't think short bow has that 30-foot rule
No,
either.
no. Well, that's why he moved back.
Right.
This is
That
going to be
sucks.
bad.
No, it's not. 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It wasn't that good.
Pretty good for one arrow.
Yeah.
And that was on number 1?
Yeah.
Ouch. That hurt. So this arrow just goes, the mouth is open trying to swallow the cleric, and an arrow just all of a sudden, boing, just sticking out, and it's like,
And disappears.
um,
I don't know if they disappear or not. Some of that magic arrow.
no, they don't disappear, but that you can't reuse them.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh,
alright.
well, yeah. You get
They might as well, they say
It's
they
still
disintegrate after they do their.
Yeah, I just put it over
So
here.
what is flatfoot? What is
Minus 2 to its AC. So from now on, it's
until
Until
easier
the
to
end of
hit.
its turn.
until the end of its turn.
its turn, yeah. So that was Eton.
That sucks because I'm not going to have a -2 on it.
This is gonna be dead before your turn.
Digger, you're up, sir.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, sir.
All right.
Good shot.
Doing that twice.
So when he got grabbed, did he get pulled in too then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna hit that guy. Number 2.
Now you can also make an opposed strength check, I believe,
Athletics
or athletics to
Yeah,
try and
to
get
break
out.
the grapple.
Yeah.
Will the shove do it?
No, the shove won't do it. He can still attack. You are immobilized and wait a minute, grab. You are immobilized and flat-footed. If you attempt to manipulate action, you must succeed at a DC 5 flat check, or it is lost. And manipulate means trying to do anything. Attack it.
So he's at a -5?
Well,
No, he's just gotta-
DC 5. He's just got to
roll a
6
D4,
or better.
yeah.
Oh.
To do anything.
So every time he attacks, he has to roll
Right.
beat
Right,
5
as long as he's still grabbed. But he can spend an action
to get on
To try to.
to break out.
So all right. So what do I have to do to get on grab?
So to do on grab, the first thing you have to do is make a manipulate action. So you got to roll a d20 and get a 6 or better.
Okay.
That's the first thing you got to do. That costs an action.
Okay. 16.
All right, so you made it. So that doesn't cost an
Right.
action.
He has his action.
He has his action. So now you can make a acrobatics or athletics.
I don't know.
I think it's athletics. You can make an athletics versus his strength to try and break free, to get out.
All right. I'll do that.
What is your athletics?
4 minus 2 with the armor. No, that's not taking into effect. So it's 2. 2 bonus.
Oh, you have a 4?
He doesn't have any skills on it, so it's just a
9.
strength bonus.
So you're still grabbed. Now you can still attack,
I'm gonna attack.
but now
Another
you
5.
have to make another DC 5 check. So you got to get a 6 or better.
Nope. I gotta roll a 1.
All right. So now you can hero point it. if
Or he
you
would
want.
just lose an action, right?
Or you can just lose an action. Yeah. Which I'm not going to make you draw a card for that.
I'm not gonna hero point it. I'm
All
gonna
right.
just roll
So
a
your third action.
third action.
So you got to do the 5 of 6
Okay,
or better.
roll a nat 20.
All right. So that's a waste of a nat 20.
Sure
But
it
you
is.
can now do your action. So now you can try to hit him.
No, I'm gonna hit him. What? I'm at an 11, right?
Yep. Because that's your first attack.
15.
15 is a miss. So you swing and
So-
it's holding you just out of reach.
I just the escaped action.
Uh-huh.
It's just an action, and you just make a check against. It says you make a choose a skill or hazard. Blah blah blah. Attempt a check using your unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect. This is typically the athletics DC of the creature grabbing you.
Well, either way, he failed.
Yep. No, I was just letting you know.
Right.
Thievery DC if a creature is tied you up. The spell DC if it's spell effect.
Right.
Just
So
So
you're tied up. So
so you just roll with your
yeah, he failed.
attack
Horribly.
and stuff. Yep.
But at least he got his actions out of the way. So you're still grappled, and it's improved grapple, by the way, which I don't know what that does.
I don't
That
know.
is not what I want. All right.
It says you can use. So if you're like skill acrobatics or athletic skills higher than your attack modifier,
Use that.
you can use that. So in his case, he could have added plus. I'm gonna guess 6. Or is it would it
Use
be
what, his
10?
attack?
His attack modifier, I guess, would be
Plus
but
11,
it wouldn't be the
right?
item. It'd be 10.
Yeah.
Or it should be 10. That should be a 6. Because you should have plus 11 to attack.
Yep.
Yeah. So you'd have a plus 10 because you're getting a plus 1 from the item. You wouldn't have that in here, so your attack modifier is plus 10. So you could add 10 to whatever you roll to try to get out of the grapple.
And what did you? Either way, you failed because I rolled way higher than you.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I did.
I
I did do that. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's, yeah.
All right. So,
Next time.
Jakal, you're up.
So I can.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Whoops. I'm gonna fall off my platform here.
That's okay. Stop drinking on the job.
He falls over and stands up immediately.
Just gonna go here
I meant to do that.
because he looks pretty haggard, right? He got looks like that arrow hurt.
Yeah. You notice where this greenish fluid that you assume it's blood.
Mm.
You see it smoldering where it hits something. It's
Okay.
burning the ground. So it's obviously got like acid or something. For
Does a 25 hit?
Yes, it does. Indubitably. You were 1 point away from having a critical.
3, 7, 11 damage.
11 damage to that same one.
Yeah, to number 1.
It is looking hurt.
Okay.
That was your first attack?
Yep. No, this is my second. Math hurting my head. 22.
Hits. Anything to say?
4, 5, 9, 15.
15. So how do you do it?
I just slashed it and it finally lost enough blood.
Yeah, it literally goes limp. It
It's
drops
like it
you.
doesn't explode, right? You don't
Yeah.
want it.
No, it does not.
I mean, it's a little dagger, so it's just, and it's large, so I've just slashed it enough and blood loss has caused it to
It's
die.
down out at the roots and they're just oozing out. But it kind of just literally goes limp and drops you.
And that's the end of my turn.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see. So we got the. Okay,
That he's dead, so we can pop him off.
Yeah.
And now it's the plant's turn.
So it's got you. So it's literally
trying to eat you.
it is going to try to swallow you whole.
Me?
Yes. So that is going to be 24.
Yep.
All right. And your AC is reduced by 2, by the way.
It still hits him. It's not a crit.
I'm fatigued, and then it reduces.
Well, but another 2, so.
Yeah.
So 18.
So 18 is your AC.
Yeah.
So and I said 24.
4.
Yeah. So it's not even, well, close, but not close enough. All right.
It's not
So
even
it does swallow you, and you take 1d8 plus 1.
I can't really attack him.
So it just swallows.
It's just
He's
gonna
gone now.
Yeah.
It's
He's
going to get.
inside the giant.
It's going to get
skeleton.
persistent damage
So that's
until we get him out.
8 points of bludgeoning damage plus 1 point of acid damage. Now rupture 5. Can you, because you have the smart index, look up rupture. Rupture 5. I don't know what rupture 5 is, but I'm assuming it's not good.
That sounds bad.
It
That's a
sounds
high
really
number.
bad. That's the 5 is anything after 5 means you're dead. Usually it's 4 for any statuses like 1, 2, or
Yeah.
3. Yeah. So I don't know what rupture 5 is. I think that means you just take 5 points of damage each round at the beginning.
I'm trying to get to the statuses. I'm just not.
I don't see it anywhere. It's not on this. I was going to say, if you could type in ruptured. It's under the monsters, I'm sure.
I am ruptured.
I believe you are ruptured. Because it's like swallowing
Is it
you.
rupture?
Rupture. Yeah, rupture.
I can't find
Rupture.
it. by the
RUPTURE.
There you go. Let's see here. Pathfinder rupture. Toxic rupture.
No, it's just ruptured. Rupture 5.
It's a 2E, right? Second edition.
Yeah, second edition.
I don't see it in the player's handbook. The only 2 spots that rupture is mentioned is when it's talking about fissures and when it's talking about the bag of holding.
Yeah. Oh, the warg swallow whole ability?
Mhm.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Might be something.
Oh, this is rupture 9.
Well, does it say what it does?
Mother. Freaking.
Doesn't matter. I mean, we can assume based off of 9 and 5 what the difference would be. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 me. Blah, 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 blah. It's described under engulf.
Oh, Engulf.
Engulf.
ENGUL.
See if that's the thing.
Sorry, I'm eating.
No, it's.
No problem.
I don't see Engulf.
I don't see it. Here.
Hello, I have. It's described on page 343, but
343.
refers to how much damage you need to inflict to cut yourself free.
Let me see how to find that.
So I think he's just engulfed, but the engulfed creature can attack the
Okay,
monster.
I've got engulf right here.
But only unarmed attacks.
I don't know
weapons of
what-
light bulk or less.
What book you're talking about with 343? So
It says Pathfinder 2.
The monster manual.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Bestiary.
Yeah.
I got engulf right here. A creature that fails its save is pulled into the monster's body. It is grabbed, is slowed 1, and has to hold its breath or start suffocating. The creature takes the listed amount of damage when first engulfed, and at the end of each of its turns while it is engulfed. An engulfed creature can get free by escaping against the listed escape DC. An engulfed creature can attack the monster engulfing it, but only with unarmed attacks or with weapons of light bulk or less. The engulfing creature is flat-footed against the attack if the monster takes piercing or slashing damage equal or exceeding the listed rupture value from a single attack or spell. The engulfed creature cuts itself free. A creature that exits the swallowing gets free by either method can immediately breathe and exits the swallowing monster space. If the monster dies, all creatures it has engulfed are automatically released as the monster form loses cohesion. So
Does that sound right, though?
yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to take 5 points of damage at, I say, the beginning or the end? The end of your turn. Because, yeah, you spent the round in there. So you're going to take
How
5
many turns until I suffocate?
It's equal to your Constitution modifier plus, I think, your level. Suffocation.
So
Someone can look up suffocation. I mean, you've got a couple of rounds, though, and I don't think it's going to last that long.
Okay.
But at the end of your turn, and you can't use your hammer.
No.
So
Do you have a dagger or anything, honey? Yeah, you're going to be just using whatever your fists
you
are.
can use your fist, which is 1d3 plus your strength modifier. So that's not great, but
We're going to be doing damage on the outside.
yeah, because now it's got all
But
you got.
you still have, how many attacks was that?
That was one.
Yeah, so you still
Swallow whole was
you
one
still
attack.
can move
Right.
and attack, right?
So
Yeah, just keep it.
is it within 10 feet
No.
of anybody?
No.
So
Nope.
move it up until it's in 10 feet of the sorcerer.
all right.
All right, so that's it. So first attack was to swallow you whole. Second
Second
action,
action,
was to move. Third action
Second attack.
is just a basic attack against him. So one of its leafy tendrils
Make
reaches
it
out to hit the sorcerer, the wizard. And this is second attack,
Minus.
so -5. So that's a 16 plus 6 is 22.
Nope. I'm just kidding. That hit.
Yeah, I was going to say, what? So 22 hits, so he will take 1d8 plus 1d6. So he takes 6 points of piercing damage,
Oh, and
and he takes 3 points of acid damage.
so when he does the attack and grab,
And he is grabbed. No,
Oh,
that's the grab is when he reaches out with 2. Any of his attacks, he gets the improved grab, period. Because what it is these long tentacles reaching out, wrapping around you. And that's where you get
no,
the acid.
I was just asking.
Yeah. So now he is grabbed as well. And it pulls him close.
And he's large though. What is Brad?
No, Brad's
Everyone's medium. None of the
medium.
playable races are large.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Not even an orc.
No, orcs are
Medium.
medium size.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are big.
Yeah, these things are giant. Basically, for lack of a better word, giant Venus flytraps.
So Brad is up.
Yeah. Who's done? Lar is
Lar is up.
Lar is up. Now, again, Brad, or I mean, Ben,
Mm-hmm.
you're playing Lar. Boy, that's confusing. You have to make a DC 5 check to do anything. That does not cost you an action, but it's just to see if you can attempt the action. If you fail it, you do lose the action. So it's an all or nothing kind of situation.
Right. I'm just looking at the. See what I can do here.
You can cast spells. You're not kept from casting
I
spells.
don't think he can. Well, what is?
He can't move. That's the only thing. He's immobile.
What is? I
Let's
can't
do that.
I can't remember what Brad's weapon
All right.
is.
It's
He has a
it's
staff.
a range thing. It's sling staff.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a
Your
dagger,
AC
too.
is -2.
Okay. But we'll start with just trying to do something. Yeah, I can do something.
All right, cool. So you have your first action.
I just gotta find that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I should have been, but wasn't.
No, that's right. That's a.
And then you're up next.
Oh fuck me! Scroll faster. I'm just gonna. Oh fuck! I was on it. Stop.
Somebody said something. Oh, Chupa said what? I always.
Oh wow, this is a range spell. I didn't even realize that.
Do you have any touch spells?
Well, I didn't grab the cantrip one, but I'll just use the first level Burning Hands.
There you go. Ooh, okay.
So that's
It's
a
a
base.
plant.
That is a basic reflex save.
Remember, Anthony's in there too.
Basic reflex save?
Yep.
Well, but Anthony's on the inside.
Oh, so
If he does piercing damage, Anthony can possibly take damage.
So it's a basic reflex. So
Reflex saving throw?
Yeah.
Reflex. Hello, reflex.
there's a
Oh, there
spell
we go.
DC.
What's my DC?
20.
Yeah, smoked it.
Like no.
16 plus 8. 24.
So you didn't smoke. You succeeded. You
I
didn't
succeeded,
critically succeed. You take half.
Okay. So what is half damage?
If half damage will be. Doesn't do a lot of damage because it's first level spell. It'll be 4.
What was the DC?
20.
Oh, the DC was 20. Okay. How much damage?
4 fire damage.
That's half damage?
Yep.
All right. So
Yeah, I rolled 8. I rolled 2 4s.
unfortunately, you notice as you hit this thing, that damage looks like it did more than what it should have done. Because it's just burning hands, right? You just touch it.
Well, I didn't even touch
like
it. It's just a
little
cone.
Yeah, that shoots out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's shaking all around. The poor mage looks like a rag doll, and you can hear from deep inside the plant. That's you, by the way.
So obviously he doesn't like fire.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. So that was his first action. Oh well,
It's 2 actions.
2 actions to.
Well, I guess, I mean, what the hell? Just try to escape with the last action because.
So you got to do that.
Yep.
Try to do that.
I can.
Okay.
And then we'll just do like it says, plus his attack bonus, which is a 9. So
Okay.
against his athletics DC.
What's his second attack? So it'll be modded, right? Minus 5.
It wasn't an attack. I never
He's
attacked.
trying to get out.
Cast a spell is an attack. Yes, it is. It's an attack spell. It counts as an action to attack, even though it's a spell.
I didn't have to roll the hit or anything though. So
It's still an attack, though. But you should still make it.
So what's the DC? His athletics. So whatever his athletic skill is, plus 10. And then I rolled a.
My athletic skill plus 10?
Yep.
Ooh,
That's the DC.
21. That's the DC, is a 21.
So if we're taking a minus 5, it'd be 4. That'd be a 21. If I have to take off.
That goes again with the attacker, right?
Yeah,
So then he's ungrappled.
he's ungrappled. He falls at its feet. So that was all 3?
Yep.
All right. Clerk, you're on deck. Next up is Eton. So you would.
I'm gonna since Anthony's in there, I'm just gonna have to charge and with my dagger.
You can slash damage
Yep.
with your dagger.
You're gonna move me right up next to him.
5,
Oh,
10,
You want to flank him? Does that matter?
6.
15, 20, 25. You're flanking because you're smart.
So his AC goes -2. So you need a 16 or better.
Cut me out of here!
Ooh, 17 plus 6 is 23.
So it's a hit.
2 points of damage.
Okay. Every point counts, man.
That's right.
Should be plus 7 to hit.
Ah,
You probably had the plus 1.
you're at 16 though, right?
My AC is
Yeah.
16, yeah. Because you have me flanked.
So I need a 19 to get a crit. Well, I can't get one now. So a dagger is what?
If you roll a
I didn't
natural
make it.
20.
Oh,
Minus
agile.
4. Well, yours isn't a dagger, it's a kukri.
Yeah,
It's
it
totally
says
different.
agile or finesse.
You add your 1.
I can't trip it, right?
Oh, it's at 1 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets that up.
So now I'm at -3. So I'm at plus 3.
He's not a melee character.
15 plus 3 is 18.
It's a hit.
And a 6 damage.
Woohoo!
That was my last one.
All right.
You've done some damage to it. It's there's little green viscous stuff, down lower to the ground, bleeding out. It does not look happy. Eton is up.
See a hand poke out.
Digger, you're up next.
Well, we know what I
5, 10, 15, or
I can't get around.
5,
though,
10,
can I?
15, 20.
Well, I can go to the side. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you'll still be able to get in there too. I'm not going to shoot him, so I'm
Oh.
going to quick draw. Now, so how does that work now? I have quick draw, but not for my short sword, right? So
Right. You can drop your bow, right?
I'm going to run up So if I drop my bow and draw my sword, it's still one action.
It's still one action. That's two actions now because you run up.
Yeah,
and
but
you
if I
draw your
would have
sword.
put my bow away and then drew my sword, that would have been 3. All right. So I'm dropping my bow right there.
And actually, you can use your sword one-handed. So in your offhand, you could hold your bow, right? So you don't have to drop your bow.
Oh, so I can just pull my sword.
Because I would assume any archer worth his salt would never let his bow go,
And what do I
right?
got?
Unless it was a life or death situation. And even
Short
then,
sword.
so you got one action left.
Why does he have? What the fuck? It's a 1d6. I have no idea there's 2d6 on here. He doesn't have a striking on it.
No. So you don't need to correct that. Yeah, because he doesn't have a rune of striking on his short sword. It was only on his bow.
It's just his bow, yeah.
Because we've seen he is not good with the short sword.
I don't think he's been rolling 2d6 ever for damage.
No.
He just probably wrote it down there wrong or
Probably
something.
wrote it wrong.
13 plus. Now he's not considered flanked, right? Because I'm not
Right.
flanked.
No.
So
No.
21.
That's
5
what it
damage.
hits. 5 damage? Okay.
Yeah. Well, then I get one more.
No, that was 3.
That was your third action.
You drew.
Because I drew.
You
Right?
moved, drew, and hit.
All right.
Yeah, it's looking a little mangled. All right, so
What do I gotta do?
you can make a melee attack with your fist, 1d4 plus your
Does he
strength.
still have to roll that flat check 5? Is he still considered grabbed?
No, because he's inside of it now, so
Okay.
he doesn't have to
I
do
was-
that.
I couldn't
He's not
remember.
immobilized.
I just remembered you read off a lot of stuff, and I couldn't remember if he was
Right.
still considered
He's got a
grabbed.
negative
Boy,
at
it
all
was
inside?
engulfed.
No.
So the damage is 4
Just
plus 1d4.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
And but I
And
have
your
to.
strength.
But I.
You
You
might
still got to roll to hit.
You can just shake them together.
Yeah, you can roll them at the same time.
And
So your hit should be a 10.
10.
Well, because I think everybody's trained and unarmed.
Yeah.
No,
Or
he's
no.
not.
I am.
Are you? Are you trained in unarmed?
I swear
Did it say
I
down
was.
there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody is. I am.
I would think he would be.
Yeah,
You are-
just
I
the
mean-
monks get the 1d6 for damage. He's still a 1d4. So it's not half his strength bonus, right? It's a straight.
I think so. And
Well, did you hit, first of all?
What was
Plus 11, right? That's your
I rolled a 7.
plus 10.
Plus
plus
10.
10.
17.
17. So,
That's a hit. 16,
no, that's
right?
a miss.
Oh, right.
Because he's not flanking. He doesn't count as flanking.
I'm flanking. There's people on the other side of the wall of the monster. Everywhere.
So, unfortunately, your first attack misses.
Okay.
I might as well do all 3. It's not going to hurt
So
anyone.
now it'll be a
from
minus
outside.
5. So plus 5 to whatever you rolled.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
Just add 5 to your roll.
16. No.
So, 16 is.
Now it's in a minus. So whatever you roll, you have to roll like an 18 or higher to hit.
No. 15.
Alright.
So what do you
So he's like trying. You're so wide and so thick though. You can't just get. You don't have enough room to
It
get some momentum.
Takes 5 damage.
And you take 5 points of.
You might want to
damage.
move us. Now it's calls up.
I can get there in 25.
You can get anywhere on the board you want.
I don't have
Now you're,
movement like
now
that
you're
was a
double
monk.
playing.
Yeah, the monk had crazy movement.
Well, they got bonuses. I think he was at 35 or 40. So, all right, that's gonna hit. 30.
Yeah.
Is that a crit?
Yes.
Well, he's flanked too, so.
Was AC's only 16. But where did you call? Yeah, your call moved into.
1d4 persistent bleed damage.
It happens. His blood is acid, but it still bleeds. Still bleeds.
All right, that's a lot of 4s.
That is a lot of force.
1d6 was a 4.
8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Ow!
2 of that was the bleed damage.
Wow.
So I guess at the end of its turn it bleeds.
That was all your whole.
That was only my second action, first attack.
You tag it solid, but it's like
It's still on fire.
And
Or is it smoking?
no, it doesn't say.
It's just smoking.
so 7, 22.
22 hits. It's not a crit.
4, 7.
Well, he hits. He can hit.
10,
Problem is, he doesn't do a whole lot.
14.
14. How do you want to do this?
Same way as the other one, just hit it enough and it finally died.
Yeah, so he's just this little dervish
Gotta
of
be
little
careful.
blades.
I mean, I'm not doing massive
just-
amounts of cutting
Right.
with big weapons here, so I'm not
and
gonna.
you're also, this.
Yeah.
so
I'm not
you're
gonna
at a tree
flashy
trunk
do
basically
anything.
slashing it, and all of a sudden, he gets that last slash in, and it kind of, and then it wavers, right, like this big tree trunk, and then it goes, and then as it falls down, its mouth kind of, and you see slowly Digger kind of oozes out.
I am birthed.
You are birthed, yes.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
And thanks, dude.
And you're covered in slime and a little bit of acid damage. Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, I gotta mark out that I cast that spell. Don't have burning hands anymore. It's like, I don't get why.
It was a spell, right?
Yeah, and wizards are like clerics, they suck. They have to pick what spells you're gonna cast for the day.
That's why I always play sorcerer.
Same thing here.
Yeah, I
If I'm gonna
can't
play
stand
caster,
trying to figure
sorcerer.
out.
I don't have as many spells,
Sure, but I
I cast whichever
fireball
ones I
3
want.
times.
Right. That's why I prefer sorcerer myself too. It's basically
In
the
fact,
same.
if I was going to play Pathfinder 2nd Edition, I would play a sorcerer. Totally. A draconic sorcerer.
The monk was fun, and I was
What?
like I said,
Dwarven champion.
I could play my dwarven champion. Yeah.
or you can play that broken necro wizard. You just kept. It was only broken because of the monsters you were having us fight.
Right. All right. So the battle has ended. The forest is eerily quiet. That was only 3 rounds? of
Yeah,
combat?
so only.
White.
Well, I only went twice, so it was really a surprise round, and then me killing the other two. I didn't
Well-
do any of it by myself, but
I was gonna
I'm
say,
pretty sure
the
I got-
ranger did a pretty fair amount.
but it was me that stabbed it. Then it died.
Right.
If we're knocking we're knocking kill count. That's 2 for me, none for anyone else.
Yeah.
Well, he was choking it from the inside.
Well, you
Choke on dwarf, bitches.
I shouldn't be killing anyone. That's the point.
Well, this is a leaf, though. It's a tree. It's a plant.
Yeah.
Now, you
have
might
the
be
kill
upset
count.
with him because this is a child of the Earth Mother.
Self-defense is
It was
self-defense.
self-defense, yes. Because
Who
these
made-
things.
He might be upset with himself.
Right.
No, he's had prophetic dreams from Aldea.
No, I'm just saying because
Sorry.
Yeah, I killed nature, but
he killed nature, not any less.
self-defense is self-defense, and nobody
Right,
has to
right.
feel bad about
Right,
self-defense.
exactly. And these, they're not evil, they're not good or evil, they're just trying to eat.
Right.
You know.
They're not intelligent enough.
But Kale, with his awesome roll, did see some shiny stuff over there and some more. Now that the fight is over, you guys are all looking around and you notice there's a lot of like Kale saw
Because
some,
there was
like,
all the
bones.
carcasses, right?
Yeah, they dissolve like you see
'Cause
like
after-
in the underbrush or stuff. So if you guys take some time, everybody who wants to search can make a perception.
Sure.
roll.
So let's see. This one's been good, so that's me, and then Brad can be the little one. Oh, Brad sucks. He tripped over his own feet looking around. That fucking
he takes 5 points of falling damage.
Don't do that. That'd hurt him too much. He's already taken enough damage.
21.
21?
24.
23 and I got 19.
You got 19. So 24 is the highest? Okay. So you basically find, all of you find a little bit of stuff.
Excuse me.
You find on one of the bodies
Oh,
a staff. And you find in total about 380 gold.
how much?
380.
Alright.
There was like a good
How much did ours?
15.
I'm just gonna. Here's what we're gonna do
How
because
much did our
we keep
runes
putting
cost?
everything. Don't worry about that.
No, I was just saying. I'm like, oh, we just replenished our stuff.
I wanted to see what you
We
guys
still have
said.
plenty in there, so let's just do this. 380 divided by, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Mm-hmm.
That works out perfectly. Everybody gets 76 gold pieces.
76.
Just split it.
Right.
Split it amongst
Yeah, so that way everybody has pocket money, because nobody has pocket money right now, because we keep putting it in the book.
Right.
So when Digger,
but that's still a good idea. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
No,
when
no.
Digger was like, the guy's like 20 more gold. He doesn't have any now.
Right.
No, but I'll just wait.
But,
I don't.
I mean, we still have 280 in the
pay
party fund, so
Oh, he does here. He has
We
26. You said.
still have how much?
76.
Oh,
76, yeah. And you found
Oh
that,
my god, I
that
can't
staff.
do math today either.
Yeah, I gotta read that.
There's some other things, like some daggers, there's a shield, but they're all pretty much acid damage.
Right.
For whatever
So,
reason, that staff doesn't have
76
any
gold.
acid damage on it.
To wizard.
Yeah.
I gotta
And
remember.
he'll have to, I'm assuming you're going to give it to the wizard.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just making a note so I remember to tell Brad when he does come back. And I don't know.
So,
how-
Brad, if you're watching, hopefully you are, don't forget you got 76 gold.
And you
And you got a cool staff that you're going to have to spend time to attune to.
hopefully if we find a
There are some gold.
magical axe with runes on
Yeah, on your
Here's
character
gold.
sheet, there's a couple of spots.
Put your
Yeah, I
Um,
put it down.
Which level is the staff?
you
Is it
put it
level
on.
1 or level 2?
Level 1. Level 1.
Oh, that's level 12. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a level
Wow,
1.
even this staff. I mean,
It's not bad.
not bad, but I'm surprised it's level 6.
Well, it's because of the spells. Those are
Right.
freebies. He has
Well,
to.
I know.
now,
I
here's
know
the
how.
thing.
I know how charges
Yeah,
work.
he has to know those spells, but
You can. So he can cast a level 3 spell. So in the morning he can spend time attuning to this, and he can put 3 charges into the spell, and then into
Right.
the staff, and then he can cast that many charges from it.
Yeah.
So he can cast Tanglefoot 3 times or any number of.
but he's
I
giving
just
up his spell slots.
no. That's just part of your daily preparations. You can put whatever so if you can cast a 9th level spell, you get 9 charges you can put into one staff.
Oh, okay.
You can't
Right.
do any more
That's
than
right.
one staff. You
Right.
can't have somebody
You
else
can't.
do it to the same staff.
Right. It's only you.
And then after 24 hours, those go away.
Right. So, but
So it's just something additional.
yeah.
But yeah, it casts bark skin, entangle,
Well,
shape
I thought
wood.
bark skin was good for him because he don't have any armor.
Right, he does have mage armor, but I don't know what that does.
Oh, does he have mage armor? Because I didn't know he took that.
It's on his character sheet.
Okay. I don't remember what mage armor does. I'd have to look it up.
No,
I don't know if bark skin's better. I would think it is because it's a higher level spell.
Probably.
You get 20.
It's a-
that was.
Third level
I have that
spell is
listed
20.
here as a potion that he should learn how to make too.
Yeah.
Bark skin potion.
Yeah.
So I did ward medic on both me and Anthony.
Uh huh.
So I think he's back. Are you back to full?
Nope.
You got more than 20 damage?
I was at 35 out of 62.
Ooh, what do you got now? 50?
55 out
Okay.
of 62.
Yeah. You guys still have potions too, so.
You get an AC bonus of 1 for mage armor.
Not no minor potion, I don't think.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying, you got potions. I didn't say what they were.
No.
Oh wow, this should just be a spell you just cast. He cast mage armor.
Because it lasts all day, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And can he heighten it?
at 4th level,
Oh, he doesn't have 4th level spells yet? No.
that just gives you a +1 to saving throw. It's really not good until 6th level. That's when you want to heighten it.
What does heightened mean? Like, how does that?
You
can
cast a
spell
spell
at a
at a
higher
higher
level.
level.
So instead of it's a 1st level spell, but he can cast it, take away one of his 6th level. He can prepare it as a 6th level spell,
Right.
and then cast it as that, and it would be
It's good
2
for
AC
24 hours or 8
'Cause I-
hours?
until he prepares
This-
does his next preparation.
Oh, which I
Because
think
this,
he did his in the
this,
day.
Morning.
Yeah.
this hurtling stone, it says something about heightened, and I don't know. I'll have to figure out what that means.
Well, you have
It's
very
usually-
limited
what is it?
spells that you can cast anyway.
Right.
So for you, because you're not a spell caster.
I didn't realize mage armor worked like that, or I would have. But
What
so
does
he's
it
had
do for him?
+1 AC, but I mean I didn't realize it lasted all day. So
Right. So why not?
he cast that this morning. I
Yeah.
mean, granted,
Well, the reason you wouldn't cast it because it would eat up a spell slot. Maybe you don't want to burn it.
yeah, but if you
But then
prepared
if it's
it,
a level 1.
if you prepared it, there's no reason not to
Now,
cast
what's
it.
nice in that app, unfortunately, it's not for the iPhone, but then that app, it tells you for every level of your spell slot,
Mhm.
and then when you cast it, it automatically marks off a spell
Well,
slot.
I just scribbled it out.
Right, I know. I'm just saying that app, though, what's cool
Right.
about it is so you could run your character
Really
from
shouldn't
that
do
app,
that the way I thought.
which I will probably do if I ever get to play, if someone ever decides to run. Anthony, you should start learning how to GM.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
come take lessons from you.
Well, you're on the OJT right now.
Get some scissors.
As a matter of fact, I do.
What kind of spell is that?
I just want to what?
That mage armor. Is it an arcane or?
Arcane and occult.
Okay, never mind.
I think occult is.
can't learn
it.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
What class casts occult spells? So I
Um,
think the druid was primal.
Druid's primal. Occults are the occultist. So,
But I'm just
Mostly
wondering
bad guys.
what playable class.
nothing yet in the game, but
Oh,
like
okay.
the witch.
They're basically
the witch will be a castable class, a player class, which is I have the playtest rules for it.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. You don't need
No.
that part.
Right, and then this way it'll fit in the book. Well, it wasn't that. That was for the level 12 version of it.
Oh.
I just printed the whole thing.
Right.
I didn't crop it. I should have.
So I just cut it off so that it would fit
No,
in the
that's
book.
perfect. Thank you. And he'll have it, and it'll fit in his little book. All right. So you've kind of searched around. There is a functional dagger that you could get. I mean, there's several. There's like about 15 bodies here. Not all of the daggers. I mean, it might be a little dirty or whatever, but you could spend some time cleaning it up. Sharpening it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to throw one on your belt.
Just to have a dagger on your belt, so that you could at least do.
When we get downtime, I plan on getting a bunch of daggers and making a bunch of returning daggers. Or a few returning daggers, not a bunch. Really, you only need one. Maybe two, depending on how returning.
And the nice thing is when you put the returning rune on it, when you throw it, if your hands are full, like say for you've got your kukri and your holy symbol or whatever, or a healing potion, the dagger falls at your feet. So it doesn't hit you, the spell is innate and it knows, oh, your hands are full. So it just falls at your feet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, which is kind of a good thing in a way. All right, so are you guys going to stay here or are you going to move on?
Divine weapon on my kukri? No, I don't think I can throw my kukri. It's too big.
No, it doesn't have the thrown trait.
Yeah, it has to have the throne. So daggers do, stars.
Yeah, all the actual thrown weapons and
I
daggers
just got to
do.
remember that it has a trip trait on it.
Yeah, but you got to make strength checks or athletic checks, so the chance of you
I can
actually
always
tripping
try,
one.
though.
Right, it doesn't hurt to try, because especially if it doesn't cost you an action.
So,
I mean,
The trip is an action.
Trip is an action. It's built into the
It's in the weapon.
Yeah,
right, but it's still the
I think it still
the
takes an
ability
action
takes
to
an
do
action.
it.
Because like wolves have trip, because that's
How
what
do
they
you
do.
know?
Mm-hmm.
They get you down
What?
and then they pack
What
attack.
goes here?
Yeah,
You can
well,
look in the
it's
rule book.
your
It'll tell you
Perception
under the
or
weapons.
your
go to the
proficiency, which
equipment
is
section.
should be
I'm gonna have
6,
to look
and then your
because
strength
that's
is 4.
just stupid. Why would
so
I
it's
trip
10.
with it when it's a bladed weapon, not attack?
Well, it's part of the attack. It may be.
So it'd be like 2 actions. You
I don't know.
attack and
Exactly.
then.
I don't know. Because like you can do the same
Well,
thing with a
what
whip.
the trip trait lets you do is perform the trip action without having a hand free.
Which may be a good thing. Because remember, if you trip them, then they have to spend an action to get
Because
it
you
up.
can trip them with your weapon, you don't have to have a free hand to trip them.
Right.
Because if you look at, you go to the equipment section, you actually look at what the trip trait does.
And I assume this whole time you guys are looking for any clues or
Right.
anything that will lead you to some ruins. But so far you have not found anything. If you want to try and find any game trails or any, try to get your bearings or whatever, someone can make a nature check or a tracking or whatever.
Survival?
Survival, there we go. It's too many games in my head. It hurts.
Because I think the nature skill is more like the nature spell casting skill type of thing, or
Well, it's also like just to identify plants.
somebody else in this group has nature skill, buddy. Eton can make
I
it.
do
Yeah.
too.
Question.
Yeah, or
When you
survival, I
roll for
mean.
damage, is it
I do too.
2d8
I have a
plus
+10. I
4?
just keep forgetting I
Yes, for you, because you have the
And he has a plus-
striking
he
rune
has a
on that
plus
hammer.
9. I'll
Yeah,
check
should not
you guys
have
should
that.
roll. I have a pretty
Oh,
good
really?
stat too, but I
think
rolled
maybe I
shitty.
did a
so-
while ago.
Can you see it real quick? Because I don't know what a character.
Well, we both
have
had survival and nature. Mine's just a 1.
Yeah, that's your strength modifier.
My
Tim,
nature and
because
survival
it's a
skill are the
strength-based
same,
weapon.
because they're
When
both
you
wisdom
hit
based.
somebody, you do
Oh, that was
2d8
Yeah, mine are
plus
2 as
4
well.
damage.
Fuck.
5 and
All right.
4.
Noted.
Yeah, that's why I rolled a 5.
It's been an hour.
Yes.
Today I didn't do that, but I didn't
Oh.
do any damage anyway.
Well, can you throw one of those this way? He got
Here.
9 points of
And then
damage.
pass one to
Throw
those two to him.
That heal check.
Oh, my medicine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were doing those, could you have done one towards the wizard because he got hurt too?
Well, I can do it on anyone.
Yeah.
It just takes just another 10 minutes.
I mean, you guys don't
What?
feel like you're in any more danger.
We didn't really roll that well.
Yeah.
What did you guys say? You got a 5 and a +9 was the highest, so an 11 or
I got a-
14.
I got a 15, and you got a 14.
What were we
And I
doing?
got a fucking 13.
Yeah, that roll don't count. What'd you roll? A 1?
Yeah.
I rolled an 8 plus 7.
No.
You don't have either of the skills.
Oh,
that could be
okay.
used.
Sorry, I thought.
So,
it was
no, we're
for
doing
something else.
nature or
No.
survival.
I'm just rolling for fun over here.
He feels good about rolling.
I rolled a 9 for survival.
So that was worse than them.
You get 16 back.
All right, he only needed 9, so.
I'll take
We all rolled. Yeah, he rolled a 5 and a 4, and I rolled a 5. So we did not roll great for our checks.
Okay. So So you spent a little time here doing some healing.
Yeah.
Doesn't take long.
Just kind of recovering.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So I had to do 2 batches. So
All right. So an hour.
We spent
Or roughly
an hour and a half.
hanging out, doing whatever. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to keep moving forward? Trying to
We might as well
pick
just
up a
keep moving, see if we can try to
pick up a
find
trail or
anything.
Okay. So who's doing the perception? Are you moving
I'll do it.
stealthily? Are you just trudging through the woods? You know,
I mean, we're not.
be aware you have
Right.
a champion with chainmail armor on. He's not going to be But the nice part is
super stealth.
you have a
and
penalty
if we
to
need
that stealth
to,
check too, don't you?
can
Minus
run
2.
Right.
Right.
Well,
So that's
and
what
it
I've been having.
averages.
I've been having Utah in the back, but
Okay.
And remember, for stealth, if you're trying to move quietly or at least not make as much noise,
You can do
it's the average of the party is what I take
Okay.
for anything to hear you. So if you guys roll really high and he rolls like shit, it's not going to be as detrimental. If you all roll like shit, well, then there you go.
yeah, that's why that ability is so useless. The one that I did think I was gonna get. We make one group, but you only get to add the highest person's
Well,
bonus.
that's for exploration phase. That's not during combat
No.
or adventure time.
But I mean, that's what I thought. It was like, okay, when we're doing this, we could make one roll. Oh, but it's not at my bonus. I'm like, fuck that skill. If they suck at stealth, then they'll get hit, not me. I don't care.
Fatigue. Are we?
I got plus
Did we?
minus.
They,
No, we're still fatigued.
You're still fatigued, yeah. So as a matter of fact, now that we're out of combat and you're all like, and you've had a little time to rest, but it's still oppressively hot, go ahead and give me fortitude rolls.
the people that did before.
Right. What'd you get?
29.
Oh, you're fine. So you're still
here
at
you go.
fatigue
He's
level
good, too.
1. He's good?
Yeah.
Roll a
Alright.
7.
Was
negative
it a
set.
critical success?
It doesn't matter.
I'm no longer fatigued.
Well, that can happen in certain
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
circumstances.
If you got,
I mean, it's not going to hurt nothing if
I.
I'm trying to be stealthy.
Yeah.
Well, you
regardless
can
of what the
also
rest
go
of
a
the
little bit further
Right.
out in front of them and be the,
We can do
the
this.
vanguard, so to speak.
We can maybe just have the dwarf go in the back, and then he can go here and try to keep, because he's do something like this with the party order
Yeah.
For-
Have you a
to
little-
protect in case something comes up from behind,
Yeah.
and because he can track pretty good.
Yep.
And then if
You can scout
so,
ahead.
yeah, even if I'm stealthed, he should be able to keep following whatever track there is. So I'll roll a stealth.
Anthony might have to start. We're shaking the darker one.
That's a average
There's a darker 20 in there.
22 on my stealth because
Oh,
I rolled
yeah.
a 10.
You're going through and you hear something, coming through the brush, and whatever symbol you use, those guys all stop and everyone's like, shh, and they're like, don't breathe,
And I'm like,
and you see lumbering through the woods. I don't have the proper miniature.
Okay, I was about to
But
say.
this big ass Ankylosaurus, which that's basically it looks like that. It's bipedal or a quadruped, and it has like all the spikes coming off the side, and it's an herbivore.
Yeah.
But it's also known to be very angry. They're cranky, and it's got the huge big mace at the bottom of its tail, and it's obviously that big. It's huge.
So we're gonna try to find. We need to hide.
and it's just lumbering.
So which
through.
way is it going?
It's just it's coming your way. Well, it's moving about that way, so it moves.
So we need to go this way.
All right. So everybody needs
try to
make-
stealthily.
try to make it.
roll.
Huh?
What do you need us to roll?
Stealth.
super stealth.
Does he have stealth? Like
No.
that?
Now Brad could make a nature lore, and he would get a +1 to discern anything that he wanted to do.
Well, can I do
Knowledge.
Can I do nature too instead of stealth?
that? No, that's
No,
just to get
just
knowledge.
to identify to
Oh,
get knowledge about what it.
I mean, I'd like to do
You
that
guys
too.
just know it's a
but-
dinosaur. Or a
I mean,
monster.
I'd like to try to figure out what it is too.
All right,
but
so do that
but
first.
First, okay, because I saw it. I want to honestly. I'm gonna check my brain to see if I know what it is.
Yes.
Oh, that's a fucking sweet roll.
What'd you get?
A 19.
Nice.
So nature is 8, so it's 27.
27. Yes, you know that is an ankylosaur. They are herbivores. They are violent.
Right.
They're very territorial.
Like a Wolverine?
Yeah, but they're vegetarian. They don't eat meat. And they're and then as you're sitting there, a couple of minutes later, you see a smaller one come up behind you.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to get the fuck away from
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
and Brad doesn't even have the nature skill. So
He's not about the nature.
no, he's about occultism.
Ooh.
But we're all gonna try to stealth here. So
All right, so we're
Brad
gonna go
stealth.
one at a time.
Ooh, that's not very
I
good. Does he have the
already rolled
stealth
I
skill?
rolled mine too.
All right, so you rolled a 15 plus
Plus 5 minus 2, so 18.
plus 3, so an 18. All right. I believe the ankylosaurs have poor vision.
Good, because if that's the case,
But don't forget, you guys all got coins.
Yeah, here, Brad's going to reroll.
Brad's going to reroll?
I have 0.
All right, well, let's go one by one first to see.
Brad has a dexterity, so
I'm going to make one perception roll.
That was one better
And it's
than my last roll.
basically scent, and it's imprecise.
For you or for Brad?
Brad, mine was a 22. I was already
So-
stealth.
So
You
my
20?
my
11.
perception is a 23
Wow, that's really high.
plus 11,
Dang.
but it's imprecise, which means I know the general direction, but not exactly where.
All right, so we're all over here.
Yeah,
Put me
because
on.
you
Oh my
got
god!
Because I'll.
you got a 23, so it doesn't even matter
got my
because
shield
I don't
and
have
stuff, so I
stealth
can
and neither
brace.
does Brad. So we can't even beat that.
You can always roll a natural 20.
Right, but they didn't.
No.
They did.
And I'm
So
not-
we're
I'm
over
not
here.
You're
using-
not gonna burn a coin for
for a
that.
nat 20.
All right.
No.
So it hears something.
And we're
Smells
over
something.
here.
It's the kind of
Well,
smell
and
here.
yeah.
Its
Smells you.
sense of smell is
Dwarfy.
much better than its scent of sight. Think like a rhinoceros, because that's basically what it descended into. So you got an 18.
Brad got an 11.
I thought
For
you
Brad.
re-rolled.
For Brad.
I did. I rolled a 9 the first time and a 10 the second time.
Wow. Okay. So the baby it senses something and it kind of goes this way, and it
Don't you have
growls.
something else for the baby?
I don't have anything else for
Here,
you because the
I get
baby's
it.
a non-combatant.
Just I get that back,
Right.
by the way.
You mean it's not mine? I don't get to keep it. Well, here. So you don't
Why
get
could
that
you
back
use it?
Now you get it back.
because I didn't think about
Oh,
it
okay.
because it was a non-combatant.
So what's
But
behind it?
anyway, it makes some sort of noise and the baby moves to the opposite, like literally
Yeah.
right behind it, right up its butt, basically.
Okay.
And now it's like, and it's snorting. What are you guys doing?
We should just try to leave
We're
this
gonna
way.
You're gonna move.
Yeah.
we're
All
gonna
right.
well
I mean, I don't.
Well, what did you get on your nature roll? Did you get
27.
Okay, you would know that
Not
A,
to.
it's territorial, and B, sound and smell is its thing.
Mm.
You guys are
I guess
down,
we'll just sit-
you're downwind, so basically
we should just
don't move.
Don't move. Yeah.
Yeah, is just stay, let it,
Okay.
just stay there. Don't give it any reason to attack.
I raise my shield and take cover.
It's gonna make noise.
Yeah, just don't.
He starts banging his hammer on his shield.
Yeah.
Nobody moves.
Come get some!
We're hiding
So-
behind whatever tree.
So let's see here. Oh, you guys are lucky. I rolled a 2. So it like snorts again, and you can see the plates on its ears. It's like it's moving its head back and forth. You can see the eyes are tiny little beady eyes. It obviously doesn't have very good vision, but you can see its nostril. It's sniffing and it's looking around, and it like grumbles and like a little small roar, and then all of a sudden the baby kind of heads off that way and it turns this way and it starts lumbering out of the woods. I mean, and it's knocking trees over. It don't give a shit what gets in its way. It
And
just
we didn't want
literally
to fight
goes-
that. That seemed like a
Yeah,
really
nice
bad
try,
idea.
everybody. Yeah, so kudos because you guys could have fought it.
Yeah, I don't think that would have been a good idea. Usually when things are that big.
As a 3 action, it has a trample. The DC is 24.
To not be trampled.
Yeah, and if you're trampled, then it's bad. It's very bad.
Well, I mean, I'd really have to roll a 10. I'd have a 50% chance to succeed if it's a reflex save. Which I'm
You
assuming.
do.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
the rest of
No.
us.
Well, its melee attack with its tail is a plus 17.
Jesus.
And reach is 15 feet.
Fuck.
So
That would have killed us.
Yeah, 2d8 plus 7 bludgeoning plus pushing tail. In pushing tail, you have to make a Fortitude DC 24 save.
What were the
On
hit
a
points?
failure, you're slowed 1 until the end of your next turn.
What was the hit
On a
points?
critical failure, you're stunned until the end of your next turn.
What was the hit points?
The hit points on that thing is 90. But the AC is the bitch.
Yeah. but if
AC
we
is
got-
26. Could you even, you'd have to crit to hit it, wouldn't you?
26?
Yeah.
Not
Not you.
I'd have to.
Well, everybody's at a plus 11.
Not me.
Or not everybody, but most people are at like a plus 11.
I'm
Yeah.
at 7.
So you'd have to get a
Or me and
15
him are
or
plus
better
11.
on your first attack. Second attack, it'd be really hard.
Yeah, and he's at 10.
A 6. Yeah, it'd be.
So you manage to,
Good.
obviously through some smart negotiating and moving around, the rogue is able to have everybody hunker down and be quiet. And the ankylosaurus just kind of lumbers away, and you hear the baby, and it's making noise. And then you hear the, and it gets fainter and fainter and fainter, and so it goes away. It's getting on towards evening. Probably. Do you want to keep on trudging through the
I
night?
think we should camp it.
Yeah, we camp.
What kind of camp? Are we gonna make a fire, or are we gonna?
I don't think we really.
There's enough trees here. You've got some options. I don't recommend putting a dwarf in a tree, but dwarves don't like to be up high.
No, I got a ranger. Yeah, put up there.
I go to the trees.
Yeah, the ranger or the rogue. The rogue is small, so it doesn't take much. He's a human. He's medium sized.
Yeah.
The rogue you're small size, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody good time wise in real life?
Oh yeah.
I see Ben yawning, so.
Yeah, I know.
It's only
That's every day.
My watch just keeps buzzing.
It's only
I'm good till.
9:30.
I'm just asking because I saw him.
I'm
good
fine.
till
Okay. All right. So you guys are going to camp for the night. Who's taking first watch? It's starting to get dark. It's probably around
only
6.
2, so the ranger and the.
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to take the first 2-hour watch.
Yep.
There's 5 of you, so figure a rough 10 hours. That gives everybody good 8 hours of sleep.
All right.
Everybody takes a 2-hour watch. So you go first. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
21.
21. Yeah. You don't see or hear anything. So your watch goes by uneventful. Who do you wake up for second watch?
Let's just I don't know. Who's on to the second? Okay, the dwarf, I guess.
All right, so go ahead and give me a perception check. You got no fire. Do you have low light vision? I don't.
Yes.
Oh, you
But
do.
it's black and white.
Right. But you can see.
Let's
Okay.
dark vision. He says dark
Natural
vision.
20.
Natural 20. Fucking ninja. Hoo-ah.
Plus 7.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're on
20.
guard, and you see in the middle of the night. You see what looks like a panther. Black, almost that blue velvet type look, and it's creeping, and it's kind of heading its way to the camp. But you pick up a rock and just chuck it at it, and it takes off. No easy pickings here, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, the rest of your watch goes by smooth, no issues. Who do you wake up?
Let's do the whiz.
All right.
All right, the wizard is human,
Sure is.
so no low light.
He's got an hour of dark vision.
Oh, he does. He has a spell.
Well, no, he's got that. I stole that item off of the barbarian and gave it to the wizard
Oh, okay.
because we bought those
Right.
items.
So he's got a 2-hour watch though. So I
Right.
need 2
So,
perception checks.
Sure.
So the first one is which one is he?
What?
The first watch is that with the dark vision. Which? when is he
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
use
start.
it?
We'll start with the dark vision.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a roll.
That's even worse than the other one.
So what's
It's
the
an 8.
8, but with dark vision.
Right.
Okay, and then give me the second roll.
What's with perception?
22.
22. All right,
His perception is a +6.
Oh,
plus 6.
He doesn't have any wisdom, so it's just his
so
proficiency.
he's just all intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All
Intelligence and strength.
I'm the opposite. I have no.
Yeah, he's intelligence and strength.
All right.
Mine's
What was his
perception's
first
plus
roll?
7.
15.
8
Oh, total of 8.
for the
plus
first one with dark vision was an 8.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
That's when he had dark vision,
right. Yeah.
and then it was a 22 without dark vision.
Right. Yeah. Unfortunately, this happens before his watch. He doesn't. Well, he sees it, but it's too late.
Dun, dun, dun.
I will give him a chance to act before they act. Is that where you guys are camping, or are you more?
Oh,
in the
that was
middle?
when we were hiding.
Right.
So I mean,
where are you going to camp?
it would be more of a circle. It wouldn't be in a square like that. So we're saying something like
The whiz probably going to be out front, though. Huh?
I don't know, off the side or something. It doesn't really matter where.
Sure.
Yeah.
Something like that, because then there's lots of space.
So pretend these are all weird monsters.
Weird monsters.
The best kind of
Okay. Bird things, raptors,
Yeah, basically some sort of
velociraptors.
some sort. What's wrong, Bobby?
I'm just trying to see what the back of that car is. What's the light in the back of that car? You guys see that?
Yeah, just a light.
The one that's flashing like that?
Could be a lift thing or something.
Oh, it's probably lift, or it could be. Well, that big red brick house there, that 2-story, is one of those like halfway houses for all the dirt bags and stuff.
I'm not going to park there again.
I told.
There's a whole neighborhood shit, man. You're not gonna park anywhere that's decent.
Except in my little parking lot, but then my crackhead neighbors are. Hey, look, an ankylosaur. So pretend these are all the same thing because I didn't have the proper
Well, it
miniatures.
doesn't matter either.
And there's one coming up. Since you guys want to be in the back here. So he hears something. He can't see it, but he knows something's coming. So he has a round to do whatever he wants to do.
Just yells to everybody to try to get him to wake up.
Okay. At which point, initiative. You guys won't get to go the first round because you're waking up, but at least you won't be flat-footed.
Okay, I'm gonna. Can the ranger do his shout?
Yes.
Okay, so you each got a +1 either way.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to
I
get
go
two
off
there,
of my
buddy.
stealth, so that's. So I'm going on 23. All right, so I'll call it out and you tell me where you go. So Jakal,
29.
I also
Alright.
got a 20.
Lar,
10.
10. Okay, Cleric,
Oh, I mean, sorry. 26.
oh, so you're tied. What's your dex modifier?
0.
No, so yeah, they go first. Etan,
He got well, that's his low. 17.
and then Digger,
29.
29.
I'm tied with Tukal.
He's not going to beat me in Dex modifier.
No, he's
one.
not.
1 for my next.
We're fighting over who gets attacked first.
No, me and him pulling each other back. All right, so.
I was wondering what your perception was.
It's +7. I rolled a 19. I get +2 on initiative rolls, and then I got
Oh,
+1 for.
I forgot about
Actually,
your +1.
never
So
mind. I
had
got a
30.
+1, so I'm ahead of the guys.
Yeah, we all forgot about the +1.
I added the +1.
I did.
Joe
So I would've
Paul's
gotten a
first
30.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I guess
And the other two weren't even
What's
close.
your dex?
Yeah.
4?
18, so 4.
So basically, he hears like a twig snap or something, and not being a warrior, per se, and out of his element, because I assume, would much rather be in a tavern reading one of his books instead of out here in the woods camping out at night. So when he heard that twig snap, and then he heard another something, and he heard that kind of like almost like a bird-like noise, that was enough to creep him the fuck out. So he's like,
Sorry. We are still fatigued because we did not
Yes,
get a full
we haven't
night's
finished
sleep.
the rest
"You haven't
yet,
had a full
yep.
night rest."
All right.
And if this battle goes too long, you may not get a full night rest. But the good news is he was smart enough to go, oh shit, get up, alarm! And so we go into initiative. So Jakal, you're up first. You wake up, you stand up, you're ready, and you see these basically velociraptors, and they're. What the hell was that?
Huh.
Something moved.
I don't know. A bird or a bat?
Oh, it's somebody's chair. So you see these things closing in. They're small. They're moving in and out. I mean, they're fluid too when they move. They're like, and they're coming in.
I'll go here.
Okay. So that was your first action. And everybody has, except for Lars, has some sort of low light or dark vision, right?
No,
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Eton doesn't either.
Okay. So your range for range attacks is you got no light, and you're under the can, so it's 1/3 the distance. Because you can't see. It's dark. So
You want to cast light?
no metagame. That's metagame.
But I suppose forget about the dark. I have the same thing, so I have dark vision. So that's always I wouldn't be able to find them.
Right.
So I use my item to get dark vision, and then move, and then attack.
Okay, so you got one attack.
Oh,
Do the marker and just number them whichever way
Okay.
you want. Just so, and give me the. There's 5 of them, right?
1, 2, 4.
4?
This one too.
Oh, there's 5. I forgot about that one.
I thought I put 5 out there for your guys as well. All right.
18.
18 to hit.
Yep.
That is a hit.
Good. Oh, not that one. No.
What number are you hitting?
I didn't roll stuff. 3.
Okay. Give me the damage when you're ready.
9.
9 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, you tag it right across like the right above it's they've got like really big hind legs, and you just right above it just with the dagger, and it makes like this chittering noise, like a bird almost. And then it's got lots of rows of teeth because you're up close and personal, and it's like snapping at you.
And that's my turn.
That was your turn. Digger, you're up, sir. You have no dark or low light vision, or you do?
He has dark vision.
He has dark vision. Okay, so you can see everything's in black and white, though, or shades of gray, I should say. So you are on your feet. So you got your full 3 actions.
Yep.
And then cleric, you're up next.
I'm gonna move to this one.
So that's 1 action.
You can do it in an angle, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. It's 5 feet. I don't do that. I don't like the
Okay.
Angles.
Well,
Because it's supposed to be 5, 15,
Yeah.
20,
Yeah.
and then you can't.
Yeah,
No, I get that.
which is
Every other one's supposed to be 10.
right.
So it's basically like you're moving in right angles constantly.
Yeah, just stupid.
All right, I'm gonna hit that guy. 15 hit.
15 misses.
Right,
So you swoosh with your hammer.
I'm gonna use one of my coins.
All right.
Oh, that's cheating.
That's
He found out if it hit or miss before he decided to turn his coin in. That's cheating.
I should. Sorry, I'll cheat once and then I won't do it again.
well, I told him it was a miss.
No, I know.
Oh, it's
I'm just fucking around.
He still missed.
17.
Oh, 17 hits?
Okay. So I did
Hey, you even check all
12
those?
damage.
Yeah. I prefer it if everybody rolls
Yeah.
their attack and their damage dice. It makes things faster.
Okay, 12.
12 damage to what number?
Number
2.
2.
Number 2, 12?
Yep.
12 points of damage? Okay. Yeah, you tag it pretty solid with that hammer. You hear a oof as that hammer just weighs into the side of it.
Knocks the wind out. All right,
Yeah.
There we go. Do the same thing.
All right. That's not a 1, is it?
Let's see. I got a 10.
Total?
No, yeah. Because it's minus. Oh,
Minus
no.
5.
Minus 5.
Oh, sorry, minus 5.
So you're normally a
I
plus
have
11,
6,
right?
Yeah.
So
I have,
6 plus whatever that is.
Yeah, I have 15.
Miss.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So that's your actions.
All right.
All right. So Clark, can you see?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see movement wise here.
I have dark vision too.
I have dark
Oh, that's right. It's really just does Zeton have?
No.
He has low light or
normal
nothing.
human, yeah.
Oh,
No, he is human.
I couldn't remember what he was.
He's not here.
Maybe a cast light.
Is there a square? Yeah, so 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20. They have I don't know what their movement is.
Right.
You don't
I think
know.
this square. These are the same squares.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
5,
so I'm gonna
10,
think they
15,
got-
20,
I'm
25.
hoping they got 25.
That's normal movement. They could be faster. Maybe 30, 35. They
Yeah.
might be able to make it to you.
You want to spend an action and do a nature check?
No.
I don't have it. So I'm gonna move. I'll just stay right there.
Okay.
Screw it. I'm gonna cast light on my necklace,
Okay.
Whoops. That's not what I wanted to
and
do.
I'm done.
Okay.
It's a
But now there's light in a 30-foot radius?
40. 20 feet is bright, and the other 20 feet is dim.
Okay. So
So-
right now everybody
Can see at
can
least
see
where
at
I'm
least
at
a
can
little
see
bit.
40.
All right. So now these velociraptors go. And oh my God, are they fast. So let's start. What number is this one? This one's number 5?
5.
All right. So 1 action to get there. And wait a minute. I'm sorry. Hold up. It's back there. And it has leaping charge. Strides up to 10 feet, ignoring difficult terrain as it leaps over obstacles. It then makes a strike with its talons, gaining a +1 circumstance bonus to its attack roll. So that's what it does.
That
Who is
too.
this?
That's the wizard.
All right.
Is that 2 attacks or 2 actions? Usually
Nope, that
stride.
is an action.
I'm surprised because stride.
Well, it's leaping charge. It
Oh.
strides up to 10 feet. That's part of its attack.
Gotcha.
As long as it
So
can't
it's like,
do it once
it's almost
in
like
melee.
your reach.
Right.
Okay.
So, and then its attack with its talons is +8. Oh, geez. For a 1d4 +3 slashing damage. So that's all of its charge. So 12 + 8 is 20 for the mage. That's one
That
hit.
hits.
That hits for a whopping 6 points of slashing damage for its first attack.
Okay.
It is considered finesse and agile, so its second attack will be -4, so +4. Ooh, 17 plus 4 is 21.
That hits.
All right, and that's going to be its talons again, so that's only 4 points of slashing damage. And for its third attack, which will be -8,
So nothing.
so nothing, yeah. 18,
That's what his AC is.
then it hits, and it's a 1d6 plus 3 for 5 points of damage, piercing.
Oh, now you say that, he's resistant to piercing damage.
So it jumped. It literally came out of the brush like it was because they're the same size as you guys are.
Yeah.
So it comes out of the brush and it jumps with these big talons and it just scraped down and caught him. Then hit him again with another claw and then it just reached in and tried to grab his thigh and just it's gnawing on him. So that's that one done. This one they have a movement of 40 feet by the way.
Yeah.
So
That's why it wasn't even.
it goes there to flank him. What number is that?
1.
That's number 1? Okay. So it's going to do the same thing. So it leaps when it gets within 10 feet of him, and then it does the
So this
attack.
would be his second.
So
It has to
these-
move. It has to move within 10.
Yeah, it strides up to 10 feet. Once it gets in 10 feet, it jumps. So this is its second action. And of course, it gets pack tactics, which gets to add an extra d4 of damage. A natural 20.
Okay, that hits.
That hits. So that is a 28.
That's exactly 10.
And he's -2 because he's flanked.
Oh, that's right, I forgot
He
about
doesn't
that.
get one
So,
of those.
he doesn't get a card, but it's still crit.
He doesn't get a card, but
Yeah.
it's still a crit, and I get an extra die of damage.
It's gonna hurt.
Oh,
Help me.
come over here. No, because I rolled like shit. So 4 and 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8, plus 3, 6, 9. So 18.
This is gonna suck, because I rolled low. Did you say 18?
18 points. As these claws just eviscerate him. That's what they do.
They're barely standing.
He still has one more attack.
And he has one last attack. And this will be his bite.
Doesn't matter. If you hit, it's going down. Roll,
+4.
roll low. Roll low.
18 plus 4 is 22.
That hits.
For
Roll a 1.
No.
6 points of damage. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
It-
1d6. 3 plus 2, 5 points of damage.
0.
All right, so he's unconscious.
I drop him, Anthony.
So he goes down.
Dying 1.
Dying one. Well, yeah, dying one. Because he went below. He's not unconscious. He's dying. All right, so he's down. So that's him. This one is, what is this? This is number, I can't
5.
This is
Fine.
number 2 if you want to go.
2, 3, 4. That's 4.
So 4 will run and get there to flank. And the same thing. He will do his leaping charge. So his second action is his first attack. Natural 20 again.
I'm gonna retributive strike.
Are you within 10?
15 as you.
Oh, so you're there. Oh, nice.
So I block the move. And
So no damage
I
gets
get
through, right?
No damage, and I do.
You do
Like a 6, something, or like 5 or something.
your level plus
He's not right next to him, so
He
can't do
but
an
he still
attack.
does
Two
damage.
plus- so 6 damage. To
6
him.
damage to number 5,
I only have
4.
and you negate
6 to 4. Number 4.
6 to number 4. I'm sorry,
And negate.
and
all
it
the-
negates my critical, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck. 6 damage, right? To number
6
4.
damage. Yep. 2 plus.
It took my critical away, man. I mean, they're only D4s, but still. Shit. All right, so his last attack will be the bite, and it's
1d6.
1d6.
Take 4.
10. So 14.
No.
Yeah. Well, you remember your AC's down by 2.
It's still a 21.
Okay, Mr. Cranky Butt. Mr. I have ungodly initiative. All right, who hasn't gone? He hasn't gone.
And
Yeah.
Right.
And that one. All right, so what number is that?
3.
3? 3's got a little damage on him. So he can't do it, so he's just got to do straight up attacks.
Mm-hmm.
But he does get pack tactics, so he gets an extra D4. Roll high. So 19.
No.
Miss? Okay. And he'll do the same thing again. But it's going to be a +4. A 2.
Nope.
And his third attack is straight up.
You can't hit him straight up.
We can roll 20.
I can roll the 20. A 20 always hits.
Right,
no matter
a
what
20 is
you roll.
always-
That's what I'm
right.
saying. That's-
Yeah.
Sorry.
So he misses. So last is this one over here
Yeah.
on
Digger.
Digger. All right. So he's going to do the same thing. Tactics. So first attack is 8 + 8 is 16. I'm
No.
assuming that's a miss. All right. +4, 15, 19.
No.
I can't do it.
With a 20.
Yeah, I missed. All right, so he misses. So that's all the Velociraptors. All right, Eton is up.
All right. So he's just gonna do 100 prey at number 5 back there.
Which one? This
Right there.
one?
Yeah.
And that's him right there?
Yep.
How far does he have to be away?
Oh, is he not 30 feet?
No.
Which one are you trying to hit?
He's trying to hit this
Oh,
one.
yeah, he's. way
Yeah,
too
you're
close.
only 15 away. 5, 10.
These ones over
wait,
here.
let me ask this now. Can he see in dim light? Well, actually, no.
You can see, you got 20 feet of bright light here, plus some dim.
Yeah,
Everybody
So
can see
20 feet
dim.
from him, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
20 feet from here is
Oh.
dim is bright light.
Right.
So 20.
Yeah.
There.
So yeah, he can.
So he's back there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I have to go right here. Oh, sorry, we might guy back, Anthony.
Yep, right here.
Yeah, that he should be able to see from there. That's 30.
It's a good spot.
How can you
Yep,
get a critical
30.
success if it's a flat check?
So move, 100 shot, and,
Attack.
or sorry, 100 prey, and attack.
And he's shooting number 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, which has no damage.
I don't understand how you can get a crit in that situation, but there must be ways to get bonuses to your dying check. Because the dice check for dying is a flat check of 10 plus your dying level.
State, right, which in this
So
case.
how are you going to get 10 above that? Like how, if I roll, I guess you roll 20, but because it says a critical
No,
success.
the target number is 10 plus your dying
so
state.
11.
11. So you
But
just
I'm
got to
saying-
roll an 11 or better.
How do you get a critical success?
Well, a natural 20 is
Right.
always a critical success, no matter what.
It's just,
27.
27 definitely hits. That is a crit.
Nice. So I need to roll another.
So a D10
and a D4.
and
Oh, here, I'll read this one for you. Ranged?
Yep.
Piercing.
Piercing.
so you should be rolling what, 3d8?
11, 19, 24.
Okay, so how does that arrow kill it?
Right through the eye.
Yeah, so you literally and it just flops.
Okay. Otherwise, it would have been nailed to a tree.
Or nailed to a tree, yeah.
And
That'd
nailed to
been
a
pretty
tree.
cool. Well, it can still be sitting there.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess technically it's
nailed
stuck
to
in the tree
just
because
in
I
the
can't
tree.
make the dice check to get out.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's dead.
Yeah, it's stuck on the tree
Yeah,
until the arrow disappears.
yeah. Disintegrates after the combat is over. All right, so is that Eton done?
All right. So
Lar, you're up,
an
buddy.
11?
Yep.
Nope.
Oh, so he goes to
Dying
dying
2.
2. So now he needs a 12 or better.
Or somebody to use the cantrip stabilize.
Right, because when he hits dying 4,
Right.
he's dead. Or if he takes more damage, if he takes normal damage, he automatically fails. If it's a crit, he goes by 2, which point it would kill him because he would be at dying 4. You can't go past dying 4 for dying conditions. So he's at dying 2 now. Sorry, Brad. Wasn't intentional. Oh, somebody posted.
Shit.
Oh, just
Okay, you get to go before the birds, though, so.
All
I gotta
right.
use cast stabilize.
So Lars
It's a cantrip.
counting daisies. All right, Jakal, you're up.
I guess we'll just
Oh,
do
I didn't see if it was a touch.
my doubles, my twin feint thing. I'm attack.
You don't want to move.
Nope.
Okay.
I can move after I attack.
Right. I'm just saying, if you because you're flanked right now. So if you move 5 feet,
So the first one is a 15.
miss.
Okay, this doesn't matter too much. The second one is a 19.
Hits.
That's the one that's going to do the damage anyways. 6, 10, 15.
Okay. Now why? The rune of striking.
That adds a
That's on
second
his
damage
second.
die, and because of the ability I used where I make 2 attacks, the second one gets the
What number is that?
3.
Number 3. How much?
6, 10, 15.
15. So.
3 had some damage.
So yeah, you literally. How do you kill it?
Oh, this one's smaller. I could have slit its throat.
Yeah, it's the same height as you,
Good,
same
see?
size as you.
Yeah.
So you slit its throat.
Yeah.
And
So now I don't have to worry about moving.
it lets out a gurgle and falls. And it falls down. That was your first action.
Second.
Second.
First and second. Okay, let's just. I mean, I'll just.
Spin around and attack. You're already
there's
facing
a face.
that way.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I knew which way you were facing.
Uh,
All right, what number is that?
5. 4.
He does
Four.
a 360.
5 is dead.
Yeah. He's
4.
he's a dervish of blades.
No, I miss.
All right.
That one's dead.
So you swing at it and it snaps at you, but moves back. It's really quick. So you're done. Digger. Dig Dug.
I'm gonna hit number 2.
Number 2.
How about a 24?
Oh my gosh. Not good enough to be a crit though.
And then I'm gonna do just math.
Math is hard.
12 damage.
Yeah, your strength plus.
Yep. Plus numbers.
5 and 4 is 9.
8
plus 4 is
8 plus
13.
4 is 12.
13.
No, 13 plus.
That's
Is that an 8?
Oh, it's a 3.
Oh, that's a 3. So
Yeah,
there's
8 plus 4.
Okay.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So number 1.
I was.
It's 12.
John was
Two?
doing bad math.
Is that number 2?
Because it's hard to read that pink one.
Ben,
It
is that
is.
number 2?
Yeah.
Number
All
2.
All right. So how do you? So the hammer comes down and it's
Okay.
gone. You kill it. So
Okay.
how do you kill it?
Uppercut, double back.
Oh yeah. You squish.
Okay.
And again,
That was your first attack? Your first action?
that was
Yeah.
his first action. So you can move or attack.
5, 10, 15.
All right.
And that's your second
And
action.
he's
Third action.
flanked, right?
No, he's dead.
Look at Anthony trying to manipulate the rules.
He's
Well, there's
not
still a
dead
body
yet.
there.
So,
All right.
whatever you roll, plus 1.
All right.
Why is it a +1?
Well, no, it's your second action attack, so it's only -5, so plus 6.
Let's see. Sorry.
What
Yes.
did you get on the die?
16.
16.
22.
So you, so you hit.
22. All right, and then I'll do 11 damage to it.
To what number?
Number
1.
11?
Yeah.
All right, that one had no damage.
Correct.
So, okay. So you're done?
Done.
Cleric, you're up.
So I am casting Stabilize on the wizard.
All right, is that a touch spell or?
No, it's a range spell. So
It
I have to
is.
get up
Are
to
you
it.
within range?
It's like a
30
30
feet.
He's 5 feet away.
He's 10 feet away. Or he's
30
5
feet.
feet away. Are you
30
gonna
feet,
move?
but it's 2 actions.
Okay.
Nope. And
But-
then I'm casting it. So I can.
Stabilizes too?
Yeah, it's 2.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Most
The range
spells are
thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's a cantrip.
But I figured it's
But
cantrip,
still,
it
but
might
a
be
lot of
less.
them-
Yeah, it's 2. It's because it's somatic and verbal.
But it just removes the dying status. He's still at 0.
He's still at 0.
yeah, and then I'm going to cast heal on
But
him.
at least you don't have to worry about him dying.
No, because
Now, is
when
heal
I
a
see
1
him-
action spell?
Yes, because it's usually a touch, but since I
He's
have
got that reach ability,
reach
so it makes
ability.
it 30 foot.
And it's still a 1 action?
The first
Yeah,
level of
it's-
heal is the reach doesn't increase its
That
action
doesn't.
cost.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna explain it to you. But I gotta bring up my character.
It's
I
a,
believe you.
I know, but
I don't know what most of your guys' abilities because I don't need to.
right.
Nope,
I go off what the monsters do.
Yeah, the reach feat just adds reach to your spells. So a touch spell has a 30-foot reach.
Yeah, but I vaguely remember the heal spell being
reach
a 1.
spell, right? So it,
Not reach, you mean
no, it's
Heal.
reach. Well, it's
The feat is called reach spell.
Yeah.
which adds.
Reach to
Like
your
your
spell.
shirt.
Oh, you just yeah.
but
So-
instead, actually, never mind, because it
He
adds
feels
an
awkward.
action. Action.
Oh,
He
does
feels
it?
uncomfortable.
He feels
Well,
uncomfortable.
That's all right. Don't
Well,
worry about
actually, so
I got another one that says the dice are trying to kill me.
That's good.
if you, I guess I don't get this. So it is 2, so I can't do it. But
Right.
you can extend the range of your spells if the next action you use is to cast a spell that has a range. If you want to increase it,
Increase the range.
but how do you like if I'm using a range that I need to increase it like a 30 foot, but it's a 2, and then it says I need 2? Is it just 2?
I don't understand.
it. Oops. Cancel. Like in spell.
You can extend the range of your spells if the next action you use is to cast a spell that has a range increase. That has range. Increase that spell's range by 30 feet as a standard for increasing spell ranges. If the spell normally has a range of touch, yeah. So it's either or. If it has a 30-foot, it's now 60-foot.
I understand.
In this case, that first level heal
So
is a
reach
touch
spell.
spell.
No, I understand that whole thing.
The reach spell is like an ability.
But
So you
look
waste-
at the thing, because it says it takes 2 actions.
No,
What?
reach takes 1 action.
That's,
Reach is
that's
an
only
action.
1 up there?
Yeah.
It's a 1.
Oh, okay.
That
Sorry, I
little
thought that
symbol's
was
a 1.
2.
Yeah, no, that's
I
symbol
gave you
one.
that
There'd be
sheet of paper
another.
that shows
There'd be
you the
another
icon.
big one after it if it was
And
2.
it's on here as well.
Ah, crap. Hold on now then.
Yeah, see? Single action. A double action would be the big triangle.
Oh, yep, I see. It's somatic and verbal. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. All right.
So you cast stabilize. You have 1 action left.
Yeah, because you didn't do anything. You
Sorry.
haven't moved or anything.
Yeah.
So
I gotta-
heal is a 2-action spell.
No, stabilize is 2 actions. So I got to figure out what I'm doing here. I do
But
not.
is stabilize a touch spell or is it
No,
range?
it's 30 feet.
It's 30 feet. So you don't have to use the reach ability, spell reach ability. So you've done 2 actions. He is stabilized. Now,
I'm just.
you can stay defensive. You
Yeah,
can go
I'll
defensive.
just pull out my dagger or my curtain, whatever, and wait.
Yeah. I would assume you already had it.
Yeah.
Because that's your holy symbol.
Yep.
And you're in a dangerous area.
Done.
All right. So you're done.
So at least
Right.
he's stabilized. He's not dying.
Right.
So the Velociraptors. What do I got left here?
1 and 4.
What's the
1, 4.
heroes? You or Brad?
I have 2. Brad has 1.
Oh, tries to use it on your
Oh!
dying roll.
I didn't think about it. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. We stabilize.
I didn't mitigate. You see that? I did not mitigate when he
I
did
know.
that.
Good
I
job.
was like,
Thank you.
but I didn't see.
You know what? Thank you. No,
I was
hey,
close.
you-
I'm
Yeah.
like, shh.
I just
Right.
forgot.
no,
No, that's all right. I was like, because I didn't know whose was where, and I'm like,
you know, and
Oh,
the
maybe
only,
Brad's
the only
is over
reason
there
I
and
cut
he didn't
slack
have
is
it.
because you're playing 2 characters.
Yeah.
You know, other than that, I wouldn't.
no, I didn't mitigate.
I just
No, you
forgot.
didn't metagame. You did great, which is why you
I
got a
wanted
coin.
to. I wanted to.
Which is why you got a coin. All right, so
I'm just glad
this
that
is
you
number
forgot.
5 over here, I believe. Number 5.
no.
It's 4.
Or number is it 4?
You should have 4 and
Yeah.
two left.
4 and
No,
1.
4 and
4 and
1.
1. Sorry,
Yeah,
I can't see from here.
yeah.
I'm just guessing.
So
See, I'm wondering because 4's over here, but 5 was way back.
Yeah, well, it's because I didn't see. I forgot
So
about 5.
4 is going to try to
So-
bite you.
Okay.
So natural 20. Anyone wants to verify?
That's a
Sure.
miss.
That's him.
He's still not, still not a double crit. So
No. It's 28. I
Yeah.
mean,
Nope. That's only
so
5 over.
and it's 1d6 plus 3. So it is 8, 9, 13
Hurt.
points of
Hurt a little bit.
piercing damage.
How many?
13.
Oh, I thought you said 18. I'm like, oh.
No. They only get a plus 3. Second attack is a plus 4. That's way miss.
Do you need to crit?
Yeah, I need to crit. Yeah, so all right, so he's done. Number 1 is on you.
Well, it's between him and Brad.
It's facing this
Well,
way.
Brad is still unconscious. He's just not dying.
Yeah,
anymore.
I just didn't
Yeah.
know if he was going to attack him or not.
No, he's going to go after the threat.
You sure
These
you
are
might want to go
predatory.
after the yeah. You might want to go after him.
Well, here's the thing. He's not dying anymore, but he's at 0 hit points.
If you used all 3 actions to attack him, he would
Oh,
die.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Don't
That
do
would
that.
be a dick move.
Yeah.
Plus, you're the more of a threat.
I just have the risk.
So does-
strike.
Because the first one will put him back into dying 1.
Yeah.
The second one will put him in dying 3.
Well, it
the
depends.
third
It
one-
depends on how much. It depends
His
on how much
AC
damage.
is considered 0 right now
Mhm.
because he's prone, so he's melee attacks are.
But the
easy.
first one, no matter how many times you crit, the first hit, how much damage you do, is still going to put him to dying 1.
right, but the second one, if it's equal to his constitution, he's dead.
Oh.
But I don't think these guys could. I'd have to do a crit. They're only rolling a 1d6 plus 3 for
Yeah.
melee damage. So first attack on you. 12 is a 20.
That is a hit. Yes.
Is it for
Is that
5
because,
points?
Is that
Of,
because of your fatigue?
Because of my fatigue. Yes.
that's all I needed to do, baby. So plus 4, 15.
Nope.
Miss. Yeah. And now
20.
straight up.
Did you do damage on the first one?
I gave him the damage.
Oh, what was it?
It was 8.
I don't even
I
remember.
rolled a 5.
You
Yeah, I didn't hear
You
it.
did
I
it
swear I
so-
didn't hear it.
You did it so
Yeah.
fast.
I swear I didn't
Hey, at
hear
least
it.
I'm not taking extra attacks
I'm
this
like,
time. All right, so my Velociraptors are done. Eton is up.
Alright, it's just-
5, 10, he needs to move.
So again, he skewered that one,
Yeah.
and then now he goes down, draws out a bow, and there's an arrow. His quiver was empty, but when his hand went down, an arrow, and when he pulls it out, it's like whoosh, It's like mist
Maybe wave
almost.
30.
Turns into an arrow.
So I'm just gonna do the same thing.
So you hit that one.
Move, hunted prey, shoot.
Yeah.
21.
21 is a hit.
Does he have?
No bonuses to longbow damage.
No dex.
No.
Nope,
Oh,
bows
so
don't get to add
13.
any damage.
13.
13.
Well, composite bows let you add half your strength.
So again, arrow right through its throat, falls over dead. I believe that's all of them. Nope. Is there one left?
Number 4 is still alive.
Oh, number 4. I don't think he's gonna make it. Well, what else? That was all of his actions, right?
Yeah. Move, ability,
Bobby.
shoot.
That was all of Eton's actions.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
You were zoning out there.
Well, I was looking at your thing and I'm like, it's not my turn.
Wizard's still unconscious, so.
Yeah. So Lars, but he has no damage on him,
Nope.
so he doesn't have to make a save. Jakal, you should be able to finish this thing off.
There's a 28 hit.
Yes, and that is a crit.
Okay.
26 would be a crit.
That's how I think you got him.
They're not that hard to hit.
That's kind of a waste. Target's flat-footed.
Okay. So now his AC is 14.
4, 5, 4, 8, 9, 13, 14.
4?
No, 13.
13.
Do bad math. 13 piercing damage.
All right, I'm going to give you the 1 point.
Well,
He's
I
dead.
got my next attack is a. Oh shoot! That damage shouldn't have been rolled in there. My bad.
Oh,
So 4 less damage.
Oh,
So he's at 5.
So he's at 5 hit
But my
points.
next one was 17.
Yeah,
That's a hit.
14.
Because his
you're
AC is
flat-footed.
14. He's flat.
It went to hit though if he didn't have that, right? Because isn't it 18?
No, it's a 16.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, AC 16.
That's it.
Yeah.
No one?
It's 5. Or no, this
It's
is 4 plus my 4
Oh,
from that, so 8.
Yes, you managed to destroy them. Yeah, so it was a pack of velociraptors with pack tactics. So you managed to take them out. Handily dandily. Alrighty, so that was only 4 rounds of combat.
Right.
So literally 20 seconds. The 6 seconds, 24 seconds. So that was on Lars' watch.
Yes.
So you, who's next on watch?
Well, first we gotta.
Hold on, I gotta heal Lars.
We gotta heal
I don't want you-
Lars.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and we don't want Lars to die.
So Lars gets back just with the medicine,
Yeah.
which will take 10 minutes. He gets back 10.
Okay.
And then
I mean, we're sleeping. We should be able to rest long enough to finish our full night's rest.
Right.
yeah,
So you
so I
use
can use
spells
this
back.
then too.
Sure, or you can just cast a heal spell. And
Yeah, because you're gonna get your spells
you're
back.
about to get your
some
spells
does
back in
more.
a second.
No, it doesn't. Sorry.
And you can cast as many as you want because
Yeah.
he's still missing 26. He has 36, which isn't a lot.
No,
compared to
well,
everybody else.
mages, sorcerers, clerics don't get a crap ton.
Might as well just burn all your heal spells and heal us all up as much as you can.
All of us. So let's, if we all get in a group,
Yeah.
I can do a
Just do the group heal.
30-foot emanation. Yep. So it's 3. Hold on. Blah, blah, blah.
I know the other one. The
Don't you do a D12 now or a
No, I'm
D10?
doing D10, but I gotta remember how many here. The amount of healing damage increased. Actually, so I get 2d10.
So how much are you getting?
Hold on. 2d10 plus 8.
3 or 2d10?
2d10 plus 8.
Wow, I thought it would have been more.
Wait, hold on. If you're increase the hit points received.
Can't you heighten it or no?
That's what I'm doing. And I think that's when I get the extra d10. Yeah, so if I heighten it, I get an extra die.
But you're burning up a higher spell slot. What's the
Correct.
highest spell you can cast? What level?
Third.
Third.
Yeah.
And what's the heightened level? Does it have a heightened level?
Plus
or-
1.
Plus 1. And it's a first level spell or a second level?
It's the first level spell.
So heighten it plus 1, you can cast it as a second level spell.
Yep. So I
But he
get-
has him in his third level spell slot because of his.
Right.
Yep. So I get 2d10, and then it adds 8.
Right.
So it automatically gets 8, which is nice. And that's all of us.
That's
That's the good thing.
And any bugs or anything in the area.
You heal
Nothing's
the
alive.
bugs.
It's 30 feet. So.
Anything within 30 feet gets healed.
Yeah, so the velociraptors all get back up.
Oh, that was horrible. 4 plus 8 is 12.
Everybody can
I'm
name
back
it.
up to full, but he's not.
Well, then
He's hurting, right?
He's at 22 out of 36 now, so it's
I'm almost
not awful.
You're almost back up to full.
I'll just do it
59
again.
out of 62.
Oh, what does he have? How much does he need?
He needed like 20.
A lot. I'll just do it again.
14.
I mean, my spells are coming back, so.
Yeah.
Huh?
We hope they should.
You hope.
John's
you
like,
saw the look.
John says you're falling back asleep.
Yeah. You see the look on his
Oh, that
face?
was,
I said you hope.
20.
Yeah. So everybody should be back up to full.
So yeah, if this is a first level spell and you're casting it as a third level,
No. I thought it's when you heighten it, it goes half of your level.
No. It's
so
plus
yeah,
one.
level
heighten
2.
+1, so you could heighten it +1 and then +1 again to the third
Yeah, I
level.
don't see why not.
So you would have.
It just says when
would
you
have
heighten
been
it, you increase it by level.
right.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah. I would read the heightened spell rules or whatever.
I don't get him. That's
Because it doesn't. It just says +1. It doesn't say 6th or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
So each level
always-
you heighten that, you get that ability.
I always thought. So if a heighten says +2, then it's
Plus
every
2 to the level
levels.
of the spell.
Yeah.
Every 2 levels.
Or if
Well,
it
you
says
add 2 levels to the spell.
So if it's
Worse.
a +1 spell,
Right.
You would to heighten it. If it was a +2, you would.
You could heighten it by plus 1 to the max of whatever your
Okay,
level
that's
is
not what I'm
casting.
asking. So if it's say it's a +1 spell,
Mhm.
but to heighten it, it says say it's heightened
Now
+2.
it's now
I would need to have
a third level spell slot.
yes, right.
Right.
So since it's a +1,
Right.
that's a second, and then a +1 to that is a third.
Third.
right.
Sorry,
Because
That's what makes that an awesome
because of, like,
spell
his
when you
heal-
get higher levels.
And because of like his healing domain stuff or whatever, he
Right.
gets bonus heal spells at his highest spell level.
Right. And then on top of that, one of the feats or abilities he took is like the Chosen of
Right, that
Forever.
gets
He gets it a
changes to
D10 instead of
Right.
a D8. So that's
So yeah, for every level you bump it, the healing is increased by a D8, and the extra healing of the 2-action version is increased by 8. So if you do the 2, which is the reach one,
Yeah.
you still roll, and it would be so that one's even better.
Yeah.
So like that's what they did. Single targets can heal a lot more, or you can space it out.
Right.
It does suck that it says everything, and it doesn't you can't distinguish between
Well,
friend
the
and foe.
good thing though is, say you were fighting undead, they're harmed
Right.
by a heal spell, so
Right.
they would take damage. But if it was a normal human, even though it was a bad guy, you would still heal it.
Right. It's just
So
it's
that's why you got to
unfortunate.
be careful. That's more of a cast either as a last desperate measure
Oh yeah.
or after combat, unless you're fighting undead
Right.
and you know they're undead, because then they're harmed by a healing spell. Damn, Bobby, you could close the door while you're pissing. You spill out those water jets.
Yeah.
All right. So who's on watch? I'm on watch.
Whoever was
So
after
then
Lar.
It would be me because I at least have dark vision.
So
And then
we had,
Eaton can be the last.
you did 2, 4. Lars was 6.
I'll be 8, and then he'll be 10.
Yeah, and it'll be daylight.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it'll be getting well into daylight when Eton's watch comes. So you're on watch now?
Mhm.
All right, give me a perception roll.
So just don't roll a 1.
Or anything less than a 10.
Well, that'd be 22. Ooh, that is less than a 10. I'm gonna use one of these puppies.
I was just fucking with you. But
Hey. No, same one. So it's 18.
18. You hear various noises. You think you see some of those velociraptors, but the wind changes direction, the little breeze that's coming through, and they smell death, and it's like they smell their own dead.
Yep.
And they're like, no, and they move on. And you only saw one, but it was enough. Obviously with these kind of creatures, where there's one, there's more.
Yeah.
So, but it rolls out. It rolls out. So go ahead and roll for Eton.
Should have roasted some of those things.
And birds
Oh, and by the way,
when you're done eating.
my light's still on.
You can turn that off. You can end it at will.
Why?
Because it's a beacon that tells
But
everything
now
in
he
the
can
woods.
see though too.
But everything else in the woods can come to you.
Oh, I just want to let you know it's still there. I'll just cover it up. 18.
Yeah, well, it's when your watch ends, daylight's breaking.
Oh, okay. 18.
Yeah. So yeah, you're fine. Nothing else comes within the night. So morning comes, you do your morning rituals, right?
Yeah.
Do all your stuff. You didn't even get a chance to use your shield, did you? Did you forget or
Really didn't need to.
Didn't need to.
didn't need it? Oh, you didn't?
I raised it and took cover when the Allosaurus was
Ankylosaurus
was walking by, but
I was hoping you guys would have flubbed those rolls. I would have loved to have seen that combat.
You mean you would love to kill us?
It's not super aggressive. I mean, it hits really hard.
Well, if it would have hit Brad or me, we would have been dead.
Yeah.
yeah. In hindsight, the shield.
You wouldn't have had a shield.
Yeah, your shield would be gone. That thing hit like a freight. If it hit, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it did have decent bonuses to hit, but luckily you guys played it smart, and that's the opportunity there because that was a tough challenge for you guys.
Oh, did we do it fast enough for the fatigue?
Yeah, you got enough rest, so your fatigue is gone. You're still in the shit, woods, and it's dark.
So we're gonna still be shaking, obviously, but
no. Well, once the fatigue is gone, it's gone.
No,
you'll have to make more fortitude saves. Yeah. So you guys take your time, prep your spells, practices or scribes, whatever. Does he want to change any of his spells out, or he's keeping what he got? All right. So, who's going to be my Pathfinder?
Well, we're just shooting around, right? Are we moving and looking?
I don't know. What do you do? You tell me.
I mean, I think we're going to keep doing what we were doing before. We're just kind of following past, trying to find a temple in the middle of the forest.
Should we look here, though, to see if there's anything first before we move?
You can.
I mean, because then we all can shake.
Sure.
Well, at least. I know.
What are we doing for the search?
I just hope I don't get it because I don't want to leave this back.
Well, can he even roll?
What am I adding?
Nature?
I have +1.
I got a 22.
I'm not trained.
I got a 22 and a 15.
16.
Yeah. 22 and 15?
I got a 22. Eton got a 15.
What did you get?
I got a 27.
Oh, it don't matter.
Yeah.
And Brad got something really low.
Yeah. So, obviously there's many game trails, and you find the trails that these velociraptors use, and it makes sense now that you guys were in its hunting area. So for future reference, probably not to go to sleep in an area like this, but you do find a chunk of stone, like worked stone, in the ground, partially buried with some leaves and stuff covered over it, but you got a fucking 27. So, and it matches the temple, the description they gave you. There's carvings on it. It's about a piece of stone about this big.
Oh, okay.
And it's halfway buried in the ground, but you move some debris and you're able to see it. Lars anybody can make a history check and try and see if they can recognize it.
What's that, religion? Society?
It would be society.
I have that skill.
Of course you do.
He has every skill.
See, Brad doesn't. Let's see. I'm not very good at this skill, so it's an intelligence skill.
27.
What's society? So 21.
21. It matches the description of what they were telling you about. Basically Cyclops ruins. And you all know basically enough to know that the Cyclops were a race of giants, basically, that supposedly ruled Galarian long before the humans or the dragons did. And that they had prophetic abilities. Now they're just basically monsters. Their fame and glory is long gone. But if you can find this civilization and maybe take some rubbings, bring back that whatever this script is that is written, or any artifacts or anything from the ruins, it might be worth something to the Pathfinder Guild, and put some coin in your pocket.
We can take a little picture of the old stone here.
Do a rubbing?
Yep.
Yeah. Nobody speaks Cyclopean, I take it.
I can.
Yeah, give it an hour.
At the end of the day to prepare a new spell.
No, I carry that one now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That seems like a little bit of a
Well,
waste.
doesn't it have to
It's
be?
just one spell.
It has.
But
to,
it's only one spell for 1 hour.
right. But doesn't it have to be a?
You just have to be looking at a text.
Okay, yeah. And they wrote.
Like you can't.
You
pick
mean
the
do I have to
language,
look
it's
at one thing to
So then-
decipher it? No. It's just I get.
No, I thought it had to be like a known, not a known language, but like a language still in use, kind of sort of thing.
It doesn't really specify. What's the name of the
He's
spell?
looking.
I'm in the book here. So what's the name of the spell? Is it like comprehend or
I know D&D.
Comprehend
language?
language. It's on
It's
my
comprehend.
list.
I'm going the wrong way.
See, it's on there.
I believe you. Dude, if you're gonna cheat at a role playing game, then your life is pretty pathetic.
Actually, you know what? I don't have level 3 spells yet, so that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't.
It's a second level spell.
For heightened. I can't heighten to level 3 because I don't have level 3 yet.
Yeah, you do.
At 5.
You have third level spells.
I don't think so. I got 3.
Okay.
Nope, you might be right. Nope.
Well, I don't know. I'd have to look in the book, but comprehend
I think I'm
language,
at
anyways.
I'll check.
Can understand the meaning of a single language it is hearing or reading when cast a spell. This doesn't let it understand codes, languages couched in metaphor, and the likes, subject to DM discretion. If the target can hear multiple languages and knows that, it can choose which language to understand. Otherwise,
Right,
choose
that's
one
if
language
people are
randomly.
multiple people are speaking different languages. He can discern whichever one he chooses. So yeah, it can be a dead language written, and he can still understand. So that's probably why they want these rubbings, because you can't. They don't expect you to bring.
Yeah, no, you're only third level spells. I got fucked up looking.
No, that's fine.
At least, and the same thing here. He doesn't have third level spells. That's why he doesn't have them in his book. I just got fucked up. Thankfully, I never cast any of those third level spells.
Yep, and I didn't either.
So you couldn't heighten that heal spell
To 3. But now I know when I get them, I can.
Right. I thought it was.
Which is what makes
three.
heal
So second
so
level.
awesome.
I'm sorry. I got
3.
confused talking about. Yeah.
That might have been. I get 3 second level spells and 3.
But that's
first
Right.
what makes that heal spell so amazing.
Yeah.
Because it's only a +1 heighten.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so when you get when you're able to cast 6 level spells, that's 60-10 you can pop down.
Yep.
That's major.
But you're using a 6th level spell for it.
Right. But you're also taking 6 level.
But you
damage,
get
so.
2 of them free at that level because of your.
My
Cleric.
wisdom?
No, because they're cleric. That you just
You're a cleric of healing
You either get 2 heal or 2 harm spells at your highest level.
Oh, yeah.
for free.
So you have 2 of them just sitting there at whatever your highest spell level. So at level 19 when you cast a 10
So you don't
level spell,
necessarily have to
you
give
two
up
there.
one of your high level spells. You can use those are domain spells
You already have 2 freely heightened to how high as they go for free
for free
without having to burn a spell slot on it.
because
When
you're
you
a cleric.
heighten a spell, does that just burn one of your 2 spells you already know for that, or do you have to prepare the spell heightened?
Actually, because of my wisdom, I get 3 bonus spells.
Whatever it is.
But yeah.
How does that work heightened? Do you have to prepare it heightened? If you're like a
well, it
wizard.
depends if you're a spontaneous caster.
Well, no, but the cleric and the wizard aren't.
They can always give up a higher spell
So they
slot.
just give up one
Yeah,
to heighten.
they
That's
just-
how it
yeah.
works. Okay,
So
I couldn't
you-
remember.
But it doesn't matter to me because I have them. That's how I do them anyway. I prepare them at heightened.
Yeah, so
Either
you're
way-
good.
either way.
You're good to go no matter
Yeah.
what. And being a cleric, that's your jam. That's what you're all about anyway.
No, I was
So-
just curious. So you just give up. You pick one of the spells. Like, I'm not gonna cast that.
All
I'll
right,
cast
so
this.
you kind of feel like you're close.
Okay.
So give me another perception or tracking, whatever it is. See if you can find
Do you want
Nature.
survival or do you want perception?
survival. Do survival.
Nope.
Okay.
I
So
got
you want-
lost.
So
I rolled
everybody, since you're leading the group,
All right.
everybody gives me.
Here, have that instead.
Oh, okay. You got to reroll. All right.
Nope.
You can't do it.
I mean, technically, it's
everybody
not
needs to give me a fortitude.
Technically, it's not a natural 1, so that's better.
Right.
Here.
Fortitude for what? For armor?
Everyone or
Yeah, because you've been in the jungle now for a while, and it's
everyone? Everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone.
All right.
Because
So,
the heat's oppressive and it's smoldering. Target number's only a 15.
I'm just glad it's not
16.
reflex.
Yeah.
I said
So 16.
16.
You made it. You should
uh,
have smoked it.
I got a 29,
Yeah.
and Brad got
What do you need?
18.
15.
Oh, he just got a 15.
Oh, okay. You?
Oh, I got 19.
Oh, okay.
Brad
So-
got an 18.
You guys are sweating balls. It's uncomfortable. You're unhappy. and now it's you've been in here a couple of days now. It's like it's getting gnarly. And your clothes are nasty. Tired of eating rations. He had, Digger had the great idea. He should have taken some of those velociraptors and carved them up for dinner.
Well, he can find his food too.
He can find food, true.
Yeah, you like berries and mushrooms? Let's do it.
I'm all about it, baby. I'll make you the best salad you've ever had. It'd be good. So you spend the rest of the day kind of unfortunately wandering around. You don't see any more evidence of any ruins or anything. It's getting on to nightfall again. The sounds are starting to come through. And unfortunately, it starts to rain.
Oh, man.
And you're hearing some birds, and you hear that rough chirp of like the velociraptors.
Now, will survival give us any
Jesus.
kind of thing to make a
lean-to
lean-to
or
or
something? Yes,
anything?
it will. So if you want to roll that, you can try to get yourself out of the
rain?
rain. So
What
that
is
you
the
can at
jungle?
least-
Does it have the big leaves? And
Yeah. Oh yeah.
okay. That is a 26.
Holy shit.
Good job.
3.
3. You have found a stick.
Yeah, well, the water can run off my head
Well,
on this thing.
Eton can show us all how to make it.
Yeah. So you're able to kind of get out of the rain a little bit. It's still humid and muggy and wet.
Okay, it's a stick.
I found a stick. He's walking around. I found a stick. So you guys, what's the watch order going to be?
Same as before?
No.
Fire or no fire?
No, let's do the night vision guys at night.
Well, there's only 2 of you. That's not the whole night, so...
Because you don't have it either?
No.
Well, you have like a cantrip or
know,
something? Or
I have an
So-
item, 1 hour per day.
So,
Oh,
this is,
So if I go first, it'll still be kind of light, and then I use my thing for the second half.
Right.
Can you do
And
I
then
can
you go
light, I can put light on an object. Is that going to help us or no?
No.
I mean, we don't have to have it out the whole time.
It's still not going to really do anything, because you're not going to
You
pull it
won't
out
be able to
until shit
perceive
goes.
anything. It'll be penalties looking
Who's
in
the
the dark.
worst? What are we rolling? What are we rolling for this?
Perception.
right? Who has the worst perception? That'll be
Fred.
the last
plus
person.
7?
Fred.
So it'll be the
But
last.
it's going to be the
What's
DC is going
Brad's
to be
plus?
higher because you can't see.
Right.
You're all sight-based creatures.
I understand that.
Yeah. So
But he's still less.
What is his perception? Plus.
6.
Yeah.
But he has an item that lets him have dark vision, so for an hour.
Yeah. So let's just make him last. And it's going to
Sure.
have work.
Yeah. Well, it'd be the same thing. It'd be like what he's going to do. That
What is-
last 2 hours of the watch,
Yeah.
the first hour will still be dark where he'd be at serious
But he
negative,
can
so he
use
can
his.
cast
But
a
he can,
spell.
yeah.
But then
whatever it is.
Eton's going to
And then
spend
that-
2 hours in darkness when he can't see.
Yep. I mean, but he has a higher perception than Brad.
Right.
So
But they're just miniatures, so I'm just putting them away.
I don't care what you're doing.
No, he's looking.
Oh, we can do it
He's
either way.
taking 'em
I mean,
out.
No, I mean, I'm fine either way. I don't care. He can go last, I'll go first. It's fine.
All right. Well, whoever's going first, roll.
26.
Yeah, you're fine. That's all right. So second watch, who's going second? All right, perception. And you have night vision,
We'll
right?
make the
I
first
do
two bad.
24.
Okay, yeah, you're smoking.
And
All right, who's
I'll
third?
go third, and then Eton will go fourth, and Lars will go last.
All right.
I'm the one that's going to fail it with the dark vision.
Yeah, points.
17.
So far, so good.
Okay, so he needs a high one, obviously.
He needs a high one, yes, for his first hour.
He has to do it twice?
Yes, because he's at negative. Well, one roll for the 2 hour period. I'm being generous.
I guess so.
But you want
I guess
to
so.
roll high.
I guess a hero coin.
I'm giving you a little bit of a break because you got 1 hour of where's
17, so that's that's just a natural, so it's 28.
28. Yeah, he's fine. You guys at various times of the night hear sounds, hear things, hear large things moving in the brush, but nothing comes close enough to raise an alarm or make you worried. Everybody's able to get 8 hours of rest. So you're going to heal your con plus your level, your con bonus plus
We
your...
didn't fight, and we got
Oh, you
healed
didn't
enough
fight.
before we finished sleeping
Yeah,
last night.
so you guys are fine. Yeah. So it's what, the third day in the bush
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. So now,
But it's been 10 days since you left.
Right.
well, I'm gonna say let's all kind of go back to that.
I'm going to use
How
the
far-
head real quick.
I slept under my shield.
Let's if he lets us, let's
You
go
had a
back to
good
that.
move, too.
If we can find that rock again.
stick.
If he lets
That my
us.
stick. I propped up my shield.
And then
You know, just
Do a
keep
track
looking.
from
We just
there?
look around
you
again.
can all try. Yeah. So I can.
What is?
So
Oh, just wait for him to come back. See what he says.
We-
no, he said nature, right?
We all rolled nat 20s while I was in the bathroom.
Nice. Here we go. I rolled it. You see, I dropped it, right?
I did.
It totally rolled. It totally rolled.
Those metal dice are nice, but they are loud.
Yeah, they'll fuck your table up. You're just
Yeah.
too high.
Oh, if you turn it a little bit, it turned into a 20.
I have a couple of those sequential things.
Oh, for like card
I use
games
them
and
for
stuff?
magic. Yeah. You roll because once you get a high number, you're.
You
Ready?
let the negative numbers roll out.
Well,
We all rolled 20.
Well, of course.
We're
That's
rolling-
good because the DC was 90, so unfortunately you all failed critically.
Oh boy.
so what do we do? Rolling for temples?
No, whoever wants to make these
We're all-
tracking
well,
or
we're all
survival.
together now, so
Right.
we might as well see where we're going to start.
Okay.
What are we adding?
Again,
Nature or survival?
I got 29. He got 19.
All right.
I got 3.
I got
Nailing.
You have found another stick.
22.
I'm,
You
nail-
have 2 now.
I'm nailing the woods here.
22.
Should have paid attention in Cub Scout class.
So I'm going to lead this.
Well, no, you can just keep
point
pointing
in
and
the right
start.
direction.
Yeah.
So as you're looking again, you find another large piece of worked stone that has these weird, characters etched into it. Some of it's faded with age
Yeah.
and stuff, because who knows how long it's been
And,
there.
this is
It is-
and I can know this is a different one.
it's a different one, yeah,
Okay.
but
Oh,
it's
yeah, we got-
similar
We
stone.
took another picture with our cell phone.
Yeah, he did a selfie.
We made another.
I'm assuming Lars has paper and charcoal, so he can make a rubbing of it. So
Well, and I'm sure, paper, like I'll ream or two
Parchment.
paper is just part of in my thing here. I think I wrote everything out, but yeah. So got some. Just
Live on assumptions.
let's go.
I can take off my shirt.
I mean, it's paper or charcoal.
yeah,
Pretty common to have some.
Am
So-
I getting a directional thing or
Not
something?
really, but you wander around between all of you searching, and you find another rock, and it seems more to be heading more into the deeper end of the woods.
Okay.
Now, at this point, the traveling's it's very tough. It's tough. So the woods are thicker. The humidity's even higher. It rained last night for most of the night, so it's just now the sun is up. So everyone give me a fortitude save. It's going to be rather tough this time.
20.
All right. So you're okay. All right. Who's that? You?
That's Eton.
Oh, Eton. You re-rolling or is Lars?
I am.
Oh, okay.
21 and 24.
Fuck you.
So you're both okay. What did you get?
18, both of us.
All right. So you both have a point of fatigue.
That's bullshit.
Sorry, man.
I rolled a 4, so I rerolled
I
it.
used
Or
my
5, and I
retributive
rerolled a
strike.
7.
To kill the fatigue.
Yeah.
To kill the rain. And it is, what time is it? Oh, yeah. So you get 1, you
Yeah.
get 2, you get 1.
I'm gonna start
and he
spending
gets
these
1.
things.
Well, roughly every hour you should get 1. So, and someone's been burning them because
I had so many terrible rolls, I just
Both
didn't
of
even
them?
think about it.
yeah.
Well, we've been burning.
Well, and don't
pretty
forget,
good.
you can burn all. If you go down, you go to 0. Like Lars could have spent all of his to avoid the. You'd still be at 0 hit points, but you
Can
wouldn't
I
be
use
dying.
one of these to make you reroll?
Yeah. Nice try though.
Crit 20? No.
Nope.
Yep.
No, that's me with the retributive strike.
Which is a beautiful.
Then he could be like,
I
no.
was so. I mean, I got that crit. No. What's it? Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I'll use it
Next, you
now.
just gotta wait for those, right? You crit 20? No.
Well, in D&D, the druids and clerics have an ability where they can, if they're within 30 feet,
Mhm.
they can negate a critical. It's still a hit,
Yeah.
but it's not a critical.
Okay.
Well, that was my plan.
But it's a reaction.
Anyway.
Like his thing is a reaction. It's a reaction as well.
Now, do you only get one
You
reaction
get
per
one
round?
reaction per turn.
Per round?
Yes.
Is that what you mean per turn?
No.
per round.
Until the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So if that Velociraptor tried to attack Brad while he was there, he could have did it again.
As long as it was his first.
yeah, because he hadn't used one.
because he was
he had
way
done.
over
He had
here.
had a turn since
And
he
he
used
could
it.
have hit him.
Yeah, because he was that close. He could have used it. And he can use that whenever. It doesn't have to be a critical strike.
No,
Right.
no, I
It's
know.
whenever
Yeah.
someone takes a hit.
But that's what I was saying. He was close enough, so if the guy did try to attack
Right.
the
Because
wizard
player characters don't get that many reactions.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I have 2.
per
You have 2 reactions, right?
2 abilities, or you actually have the ability to use a reaction twice.
No. He has 2 abilities.
2 different.
Right. You still only have 1 reaction to use
per round
per round. Or
or per
You gotta,
essentially,
exact
after you,
sequence.
from whenever you use one
Yeah.
to the till your next turn.
Okay.
that's what we gotta do. We gotta figure out how to get more than that, and then have
You
everybody
just
stand.
can't.
Everybody stand right around me, and I'll just.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
No, negating my 20 was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That
That my natural
worked out.
20. That was brutal. I was not happy about. I was not pleased with the decisions that you made. All right, so
Good.
you spend a little bit more time. Like I said, you're at that point now where you've been here, you've been on the march for a week, you've been in the woods for 3 days now. It's oppressively hot. The rain not making it any better. It's lower visibility. But the nice part is the rain is pushing some of the vegetation down. That's allowed you to find some of those rocks with the, obviously the stone matches what you've described. And when you go search it, you see there's carvings on it of some kind. A lot of strange symbols. None of them don't mean anything to you at this point in time. Obviously, with the rain, it's going to be hard to take an etching.
Yep.
And your cell phones are all out of power. So, unfortunately, your selfies won't work. Nice try. So, yeah, you spend some more time. Couple more hours now. It's getting on towards evening. You found a couple more, right? You definitely feel like you're heading in the right direction. One more set of fortitude saves, please.
That's why he gave us some hero points.
There you go.
Jeez.
I rolled shitty again. There we go.
Oh, nice.
23.
Yeah, you're good. You got to get above a 20.
Yeah, I'm thinking one.
That's a no, I take it.
Yeah, that's a 1.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Okay, that one's better. That's 25. And
Yes.
and this is a natch 17, so that's 27.
Yeah, so he's good. So you guys
I
are
got 30,
trudging
you got
on.
21.
You're uncomfortable. You find even more rocks now, and then you were actually leading the group because you had the highest roll. So you're using your kukri. You're cutting through some of the vines and stuff, and you're like clank. Your kukri, you see a wall of vines. You're thinking it's just
Fines.
yeah, but you hit and it's like clank, and you hit something stone hard. And you realize you move the vines and some of the vegetation, and you see that same kind of stone. And here and there might be a couple carvings in it, and then you realize, oh shit, this is not a hill, this is a wall. It goes up like
So
30.
the vegetation.
Yeah, the vegetation's grown over
Yeah.
everything. Everything's green, very
We have
verdant.
arrived.
Yeah, you feel like you've gotten there.
Destination is on your right.
Or left.
And when your kukri, because it's metal,
Yeah.
and it hits, it makes a loud clang, metal hitting stone. At which point you hear roar, and a couple seconds later you hear roar. A couple seconds later, roar,
Are they getting closer to us? Or
just coming from in front of you at different.
But on the other side of the wall?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
You just hear noises.
Yep.
And that's where we'll end it. You have arrived.
At the temple.
That's good. I was really freaking out that Brad's character was going to die the one time I play it.
Well, and that's. And speaking of which, just let me do the
I'm just
YouTube.
gonna stand for a second.
We're gonna go ahead and end the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I hope it's still recording. As always, be nice, as Mr. Mean says, and we will catch you guys next time.